The following is intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Here we go on a nice little Tuesday episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. Panama Ted, not in today. We got Rhymetime filling in for him. Common Man, still dead for today. But do not worry. We're going to be just fine. Or you'll be incredibly annoyed for the entire program. I do a good job of that myself, so we better buckle up. Adam King from 10 TV. He is here. It's good to see you, buddy.
Hey, it is an absolute pleasure to be back. I long ago co-hosted this show, and I said, boy, that was great. My last time you guys will ever let me co-host. And they just keep letting me come back, Timmy. I don't get it, but I appreciate it.
Well, here's the thing. You've heard of, buzzwords like convergence, synergy, these key words in business. We're under one roof, right? They tell us we got to play in the same sandbox, Adam.
Now they tell you.
You're right there. You're with 10 TV. I mean, we knew it the second they put you, Dom, and Adam, your cubicles out here with us when the rest of the entire TV station is on the other side of the wall. Why they did that? It's because sportsy, hey, sports, all together now.
I think it's because they knew how much you and I would get along and just love hanging out with each other and just spending quality time together. It's really
beautiful.
It's really like three brothers.
Friendship.
Really like three brothers on this show today. When you think about Rhymer, you and I, it's a lot of people compare us to the three amigos.
Dom likes to, figure out on a different day whose hair is better, yours or mine. He says the same things about both of us. I heard his last hit on Bo's show on Bishop and Friends. I think it was last Tuesday. So I know he was on today, but it was last Tuesday. You guys were out at the golf tournament. You were out at the Scarlet and Gray.
Yes.
You're out at Scarlet.
We were out at Scarlet.
For the media day, for the Corn Ferry Tour event. And he's like, oh, guys, you ought to see Adam King. He's got all the dippity-doo. He loves that term. He
loves dippity-doo.
Dippity-doo in his hair today. You seen that guy's hair?
Yeah.
He's got the best head of hair. Even a little better than yours, Bo.
And let me say this. There could be worse things that people could say about me than he has a good head of hair. Like, for instance, when Common Man got wind of the fact that people called me Fatum in the past, that sticks with me every day. It just followed. People now in public will shake my hand and say, what's up, Fatum?
You were a fat kid, huh?
I was not a fat kid. I was in college. I took the freshman 15 as a challenge and turned it into the freshman sophomore 50.
So even if you weren't, okay, so you were fat. You 50 pounds? 50 pounds heavier?
50 pounds heavier.
My God, man, I can't see you 50 pounds heavier. That doesn't make any sense.
The story goes that my sweet mother looked at me and said, wow, you're built like a linebacker.
I don't know.
That doesn't play football.
I think she was probably being kind.
Well,
I think she meant a lineman, not linebacker.
Well, I mean, think
that's
about
probably not being polite to linemen either.
Think about a linebacker that doesn't play football, though. Like, that's
just a
think about Tough Borland if he wasn't built. That's what I think my mom was looking at.
Nice Tough Borland reference. What's Tough up to right now?
I don't know. Tough Borland, great leader, but all I'll remember is
not the fastest.
No, that's what I remember.
Not the
chasing
fastest.
Devonta Smith running after it.
Devonta Smith. That Heisman Trophy winner, Devonta Smith. Y'all remember him? He was good. So we have a fantastic show coming up for you guys. It'll be as fantastic as it can be. We've got King here, so we're going to do our best. At 3:46, we're going to go inside the Buckeyes. I usually dazzle people with the Buckeye knowledge, but Adam, you're into that too, so we're going to do it in tandem. We're going to do that segment in tandem today. At 4:30, one of my favorite segments, Rhymetime, will take the floor. That is rapid fire. Okay. And because we were incorrect yesterday, we dropped the ball. I initially threw Jayson Stark in jail. I now have to serve some jail time for even the insinuation. Reimer is going to serve hard time because he was the one at fault with the phone issues. we will have Jayson Stark for our weekly hit on tonight at 5:30. Jason's beef.
Now, hold on. There were phone issues, Reimer. This seems to be a trend.
I say phone issues in quotations, meaning we don't dial the right number. That's what I mean by phone issues.
Adam, the one time with you, it was going all the way through, and I was hearing your voicemail and everything.
Timmy, let me tell you something. I have made an appearance every Thursday on Rothman and Ice, and I sometimes come in on my off day multiple times. Whatever, I'm off on Thursdays, I make time for that show.
That's nice. You made the commitment to do the segment,
and
even if you're off, you can handle 10 minutes.
Yes, and so the thing is, the only time Reimer has ever been the producer for that segment, there were phone issues.
Yeah. There always seems to be phone issues when Ryan's around.
Because he said he wasn't getting the call.
I think it has a lot to
do both times that I tried calling him.
Oh, it did?
It did.
I think it has a lot to do with the time that I compared his girlfriend to his mother.
Well, wait a minute, Adam. He's saying that it went all the way through. He's saying that it went all the way through. Were you just not picking up?
Let me tell you something.
Were you in the other room or something? Were you with your fake girlfriend? Were you with Lene Kakua?
Just because he has a mic in front of him doesn't mean he's not a liar. Okay? He can still lie into that mic, and that's what he chose to do. And
Who's to say you're not lying?
I would never. I am a man of full honesty. I've admitted to this great show that I was once 50 pounds heavier. That is my deepest secret. And so I would never.
That's his integrity.
That's my integrity right there.
Yeah. Integrity Farms.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm an open book. Ask me anything, Timmy. Anything you want to ask me right now.
What are your deepest, darkest fears? What's your biggest fear in life? Is it being a complete failure? What is it?
My biggest fear in life is to wind up like Timmy Hall. I wake up every morning.
Mine too.
And I say, whatever you do, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
It's my second biggest fear is that Skyline will go out of business one day.
They took the Skyline away from my town.
Really?
We don't have a Skyline in Hilliard anymore.
I'll tell you.
Why would they do that? I heard that there were issues with the lease and with the landlord. What are you going to do with that location? It's already set up for a Skyline chili. You know how expensive that's going to be to turn that into something else? It's a Skyline. Let it be a Skyline. We need one in that area.
So Lene Kakua refused to go to Skyline with me because she's not big into red meats or meat. She likes chicken and turkey and that kind of stuff.
Does she like to talk down to like a lot of famous fast food establishments? Like they're beneath her? Because my wife is like that too. They can go together. It's like, oh, I don't want to have White Castle. Oh, Skyline, that's disgusting. It looks like, I'm like, come on. It's delicious. A little Coney? Come on. Who doesn't love that?
I get like Wendy's when she's out of town, and you would think that I was like out at the bar doing shots by myself. Like, you got Wendy's? What? That's so unhealthy for you. I'm like, no, I'm diving in.
It's just a little Wendy's.
It's just a little Wendy's.
Yeah.
But the big thing with Skyline is
fine in a couple hours. It's just a little Wendy's.
She no longer has her excuse because Skyline now has chicken chili and she eats chicken. So every day of the week,
she's not going to do it.
Monday through Friday, we're going to be right there, first in line when they open their doors. A little Skyline brunch, a little Skyline lunch, a little Skyline dinner.
Wifey doesn't like Skyline, doesn't like White Castle, talks down on that. Doesn't like Taco Bell, talks down on that. Doesn't really love to have McDonald's. She's fine with McDonald's because she gets it all the time for Jack. I mean, she loves snacking on, beef jerky for quick snacks. She's big into the cottage cheese and fruit for snacks as well.
That's disgusting.
I mean, we generally, which is why I'm always going to be okay cheating and having what I want to have whenever I feel like it. Because for the most time, dinners at the Hall household, it's a good meal, Like we've got the food groups. You got a chicken or a red meat, a potato, a vegetable, a lot of peppers, a lot of onions.
Throwing a Jack's frozen pizza once in a while.
That's right. It used to be my go-to after a long night of sad Buckeye basketball. If we had a weeknight loss and I was getting home at midnight or so, I'd throw in a Jack's Pizza. And that's not to say that Jack's Pizza is bad. That would pick me up. That's the pick-me-up that I would need.
Last year, he had a lot of Jack's Pizza.
A lot of Jack's Pizza. Too many home losses, man. Too many home losses. A lot of Jack's.
Let me ask you this. If you're at home, who's cooking? Like you get off.
We go backsies, fortsies. Okay. Because I get off at 6 now, so sometimes I get home, I'll prep the meal, and I'll do it. We go back and forth. Yeah, we like to share it.
Forthy? Is that what you just said?
Just move on.
Is that what you just said?
Move along,
Reimer,
Betty.
did you hear that? He talked to me like I was his 6-year-old son. Backsies, fourthies.
I did hear that.
He's not
that was pretty
6.
crazy.
He's going to be 14.
He will forever be 6 in my mind.
You want to know one thing that they always say all the time? Oh, it really goes by fast.
Yeah.
And they're not lying. It does.
He's 14.
He will be.
He just looks like a miniature Timmy Hall.
He will be in a month.
He's just what my nightmare is his dream, apparently.
It is. I'll tell you what, though, because it flew by in the off season just to see, high school football coming back on Friday. It's
crazy.
Folks, we've got our game. We got week 1 with our high school football game of the week. It's coming up here on Friday night. And then we're in it. Week 0 is here, and Buckeye game week next week, August 30th, Texas. Woo, baby.
I realized when we were talking to Ryan yesterday, this is the last time we will talk to him before it is game week, and that is absolutely insane. And I love it. Give me that Delta Dawn, and let's play football.
Adam King's pants flew completely off his body this weekend. I will tell you why next. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should find another route if you need to use Arlington Avenue at Cambridge Boulevard. There's an accident there, and police are directing traffic around the area, so avoid it if you can. And we've got an accident that's causing delay on Sunbury Road, south of Mock Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, Ohio State fans, while others cut corners like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil changes Buckeye-level quality, and you can stay in your car while their experts do the work. Drive in today. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by The Waterworks, your trusted neighborhood plumbing, draining, heating, and cooling experts. Visit online today at thewaterworks.com.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport. Bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport, now open at Polaris Fashion Place.
Common Man here. Our friends at Care Heating and Cooling in Lenox are feeling the love. They're doing something extraordinary for Central Ohio families. The Lenox Feel the Love program provides deserving families and individuals with indoor heating and cooling equipment as well as installation at no cost. You can nominate someone who you think is deserving at feelthelove.com. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st. Let's give back to our hometown heroes. Selfless neighbor, maybe who always puts everybody first. Community leaders like teachers, firefighters, and volunteers, or just families facing hard times. Whoever you think is worthy, send a nomination. As of 2024, the Feel the Love program has completed more than 350 installations with help of dealers like Care Heating and Cooling. Our friends at Lenox donate all the equipment, and Care donates the labor and materials, and the installs are done at no cost. Remember, the deadline is August 31st. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust. Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's the last month for the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. That means you get special APRs with 3.99% up to 60 months on their most popular models. Lease payments as low as $419 per month. Also, plenty of pre-owned L-certified vehicles are on the lot with rates as low as 5.75% for up to 27 months. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, jermainelexus.com.
Hey, Ohio State fans. While others cut corners, like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil Change is Buckeye-level quality. We train hard and treat every day like game day. We're always quick, but never rushed. And you can stay in your car while our experts do the work. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit valvoline.com/Buckeyes to find your nearest location and access exclusive fan savings.
If your garage door has been around since disco was groovy, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Do your good-looking shoes hurt and you don't want to wear ugly shoes? At the Good Feet store, we can help you wear your heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort. Trade in your bad feet for good feet at the Good Feet store.
It's hot
out, stay in the house and cool yourself with the sweet sounds of The Fan.
You can watch on YouTube or tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan.
It's the equivalent of putting ice cubes down your pants.
All right!
The Fan.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Heat and humidity, the center of our forecast today. This afternoon into the low 90s. However, we'll also see chances of showers and thunderstorms, some which could have heavy downpours and gusty winds. We'll see daytime highs in the low 90s, and then for tonight, overnight lows down into the 70s, with chances of showers and storms diminishing overnight. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
One of these men is on an extremely high dose of antidepressants.
The other one should be.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
No man today, Adam King from 10 TV. He is hanging out with us for the show. Rhymetime is in there for Panama Ted as well. I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health, because there is a 2-letter acronym, and if you have it, you've got to figure out a way to get rid of it. You know what I'm talking about, Adam. I'm talking about ED.
ED.
Erectile dysfunction. I mean, you could tell everybody in Columbus right now what that affliction is like. It is not good.
Let Rhymer tell you.
Rhymer too, right? All 3 of us. We've all been suffering from it for a long time. No, but if you have it, you know that it's something that you've got to get treated. And Tri-State Men's Health, they are professionals. They know exactly what they're doing in that field, because you want to be feeling at your best here in the summertime. It's a fun time to be alive. Shut that up, Adam.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
I want you to go call them, 800-900-9654, or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They got 2 lovely locations right here in Central Ohio. That first visit is just $99. You get the medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if it doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They've got treatments that work when the pills or herbals fail. Why do you want herbals? Well, you know, wave some leaves in your face and that's going to fix the ED? No, that's not going to do it. You need higher strength stuff here. They got an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be doing it the next day. Tri-State Men's Health. We were talking together before the show. I reposted another image on social media yesterday. This is like an epidemic. I don't know when we woke up and we just have this barefoot brigade that has taken over our society. Whenever we get to go to jail Fridays, I feel like half the responses now are people that are barefoot or open toes in the workplace. It's just ongoing. And the worst one is people that think it's okay to be on commercial flights with their dogs out. And sometimes they'll put their feet up on the armrests or put it like right on the seat backs, right in front of other people who are staring right at your dirty, hairy toes the entire time. And it stinks.
Stop it.
Stop it.
This has gotten out of control. Your feet smell. Everybody's feet smell. You've been on a whole day of walking and getting up early and you're wearing socks. Timmy tweeted this video yesterday that was grounds for the no-fly list. grounds for removal from an aircraft. The man had taken off his socks. Not only did he take them off, he didn't politely put them in his shoes. He put them just on the ground. His socks were just rolling around on the airplane. It is absolutely repulsive. No one wants to see your nasty toenails, okay? Everybody's got messed up toenails. They're crammed in shoes. You played sports. You did something. They're gross. Stop it. Stop. If you want your toes out, drive to wherever you're going. If you got to go to California and you want to take your shoes off, get in the car and drive. You better be doing a cross the world flight to Japan. That's 24 hours before you take off those shoes, because I can smell it. And what am I? And it's not against the rules. Like the nice.
How
nice
can
ladies,
how can it not be against the rules?
Because the nice ladies and gentlemen on the plane can't.
All the rules we got in society, we can't make a shoe rule. We can't make your feet have to be covered for the good of everybody. That's all it is. It's not nothing offensive to you. It's just, this is how we're going to do it. It's like wearing a shirt or pants. We have to wear pants,
it's a valid
right?
point. It's a valid point.
We can't just go out there with our junk hanging out.
It's absolutely.
We're not doing that. We're not at the nudist colony.
I don't even think they can do that on planes.
You're right. Yeah.
The rules are the rules.
Got to be at the colony.
The rules are the rules.
That behavior, anything goes, but not when you take a commercial flight. You got to put something on, baby.
And the problem is there's no solution and I'm not one. I don't like public shaming. Like, I don't like taking pictures of people and like recording them. I don't like that. But
it can be.
This is what are we doing? What are we doing? Put your socks on. If you don't want to wear shoes on a plane, I have one solution for you. There's only one option that I am okay with.
Where the pets go? Oh, I'm sorry. We let the pets go where the humans go now.
Yes, that's right. You can take your ostrich on a plane.
Walk the aisle. And the emu, he's there as well. Yeah.
You need to wear slides. If you don't want to have shoes on a plane,
socks and slides.
Wear socks and slides. Because if you take your slides off, one, I know that your feet haven't been crammed inside of a shoe and stinking for the last 3 hours.
I'll give the younger crowd, the Gen Zs, kids that are in middle school, high school now today, like the group that my son's in, they are at least going this route where socks and slides is actually their look now.
It is. You used to get made fun of for it.
It's actually their look. So I don't want to give them too much credit because it's probably more that's the fad, the trend, the look. But either way, they're keeping socks on, and that's okay by me. And they seem to have a little bit of a hang up with their feet being out too much. Their feet can smell worse than ours because when they are playing all day long, that can get kind of nasty. And sometimes I have to force my son to go take a shower.
This is another little inside baseball here. I have the smelliest feet you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's awful. There is nothing I can do.
You got to have a lot of Arm & Hammer.
I scrub them. I am not allowed to get in the bed at the end of the night without scrubbing my feet. A foot bath. I mean, I can shower, and there are times when I will hear, I can still smell your feet. And I'm like, that's impossible, because I was standing one-legged in the shower with one foot in my hand trying to scrub this thing down to its core. And so at no point should any human have their dogs out on an airplane or public transportation. If you wouldn't do it in an Uber, don't do it on an airplane.
No, not on the metro, whatever. And those could be some of the grossest places ever. But to the guy...
It's like the people that walk around with their shoes off in a bathroom.
God, man. The guy with the bare feet out on the plane, you are disgusting.
Yeah, well, I think he's a pervert. Probably a communist, too.
It is disgusting. You cannot do it. So, Adam, you were out at the new Dick's Sporting Goods, the big Dick's out there in Polaris. And this was just colossal.
It was unreal.
It was legendary. The crowd, what we're talking about is they had Archie Griffin did something the day before for this grand opening. This big, giant space,
House of Sport.
Dick's Sporting Goods, the House of Sport. They got a rock wall in there. Place, you saw it. I haven't been there yet, but big, glorious, beautiful spot, right?
Big, glorious, and beautiful is perfectly to describe it.
It's a great way to talk about the Dick's Sporting Goods store.
Nailed it.
Yes. So Archie was doing a thing there on, was it Friday? Or was it Saturday? Was it Saturday and Sunday? Archie Saturday, and then the videos that were making the rounds when you were up there, when Jeremiah Smith, all he did was photographs, right?
Yeah, no autographs.
Couldn't do autographs. It looked like there were tens of thousands of people crammed into Dick's Sporting Goods at this grand opening to just get a glimpse of Jeremiah Smith. The hysteria, the mayhem, we are seeing it. We are witnessing in real time what a college football legend looks like.
So I have a story that I'm doing for our special leading up to Texas. And the original story was just going to be me going one-on-one with Jeremiah talking about the upcoming season. And I had to change it because the story now is Jeremiah Smith, the superstar. I've never seen anything like that with a college athlete. And I understand some people, I put that out on Twitter and some people are like, well, Johnny Manziel and Tim Tebow.
Probably a little bit like that.
Yes,
I was just watching some of that Johnny doc that's a little bit old now. We were watching some of that over the weekend. It's pretty good. It's feels like that. And he won the Heisman. I win the Heisman, and then it was that offseason after it that ensued.
And I would agree that it would be the same. I just don't know that they had the same setup of events because of NIL. They weren't doing things at a Dick's Sporting Goods that were run
right. Johnny had to do it in a hotel room.
He's doing exactly.
He was the first guy that willfully said, "Yeah, I'm going to take the money, even though I know I can't."
But he can't go out in public back then. My favorite, also sidebar, another thing that really grinds my gears is when people tweet at me when I put something out on Twitter. Oh, you must be 12 years old. You don't know who Tim Tebow is. You don't remember Johnny Manziel. Yes, I do. Just because
look at you.
I just
look at you.
People get
why are you caring about that?
I read every comment ever. All the time. And I'm so, like, the idea that people, just because, like, it's like if somebody says LeBron over Jordan, they're like, oh, you never experienced Jordan's heyday. Yes, maybe I did. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I think Tiger's, really good at golf. I'm allowed to say that Scotty could approach Tiger status. Doesn't mean I've never watched Tiger golf. I love Tiger.
I mean, Scotty, here's what we can say. The run that Scotty is on is Tiger-like.
Yes. But he's far from Tiger.
I still think we got to get to 50 PGA Tour wins.
Yeah.
No, and then you got, another 32 to go to get to Tiger status in a bucket of majors still?
It's just people who say, like, oh, I think Tom Brady's the GOAT. Well, you never watched Joe Montana. Okay, well, yes, you're accurate. I was not born yet, all right? But that doesn't mean that I don't know anything.
But we watched Joe Montana.
Yeah, I've seen more videos of every
We watch NFL films.
And I watched Tebow
We've seen
live.
all the clips that we need to see. We've done the most that we can do without growing up with Joe Montana. But I know you were like this too. You put one of those tweets out, like the Jeremiah Smith video.
Yeah.
How many times, you said you read every comment.
I read every comment.
But how often are you going back to that tweet to see how much action it does?
Well, I'm obsessed with my Twitter. I'm obsessed with my Twitter.
Ooh, look at that, 1,000 likes. Ooh, look at there, 2,000 likes right now. Ooh,
it's up to
500 retweets.
I do the same thing.
It's up to 1.2 million views. In case we're wondering.
Tom, you can't stop looking. You have to look.
It matters. It matters. Because that's my brand, Timmy.
Trust the tweet. Just make the tweet. Put it out there. You're clearly in the Buckeye algorithms, or you pay for other followers, but you clearly are in the right kind of algorithms, so you're going to get those numbers. You don't got to get watch it track up.
You want to know why?
And care what every negative comment says.
You don't want to know why I pay for Twitter? First of all, there's what's that?
I know. I think I know.
I pay for Twitter because I have to edit every single tweet I put out. I am a disaster on Twitter. I put out a tweet and then I send it. I'm like, I'm feeling good. I could have reviewed it for 8 hours. I send it. I see 19 different things I've got to edit.
I received some calming words from a calm guy, Joe Burrow, Joey B. Tell you what those were in 2 minutes. Adam King is in today. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident that's on East Central Avenue, west of Lake Street. And keep an eye out for some debris that's in the right center lane of eastbound 70 on the east side at Livingston Avenue, causing some holdup there. This report is sponsored by COSI, Unofficial Galaxies, Star Wars exhibit, open through Labor Day. Time is running out to catch Unofficial Galaxies at COSI before it's gone. You don't want to miss one of the world's largest Star Wars fan collections with iconic characters and costumes. But it's only open through Labor Day, so purchase tickets now at COSI.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. Mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, We're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on eggs. Right now, 18-count cartons of large grade A Kroger brand eggs are on sale for just $3.49 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Band.
Common Man uses his droopy sack for a bath mat.
Santa's not the only one with a big red sack full of goodies.
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Adam King of 10 TV is in for our pal, the Common Man, today. Jacob Reimer is back there. Rhymetime running things. Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company. All right, so preseason action last night. Cincinnati Bengals get the Washington Commanders. Just a huge game in the Hall household there. I mean, this was for all the bragging rights, preseason bragging rights. Big deal. Big deal.
That was my
Joey
question.
B and Jaden Daniels, man.
That's a real deal for you guys.
At least they both, you know what? Sarcasm aside, they both got on the field. How about Jaden getting a touchdown without even throwing a pass? They had like a 4-play drive. It was actually quite an entertaining preseason game. I was not glued into this. I'm not going to stump for it or tell you that you should be. You probably want to get a couple of glimpses of your team, especially if the starters are going to play, check in on some things, maybe see where some of the depth guys are. The wide receiver Tinsley for Cincinnati. My God, Mitchell Tinsley, he looked fantastic. You could see what Jamar Chase had been all excited about. Which one? Which one?
The first one's great. The second one's ridiculous.
The second one? I don't know.
The
first one where he kind of waits till the last second to go and go for the back shoulder catch. Like they talk about late hands there and not showing it. That was brilliant stuff. He had a one-handed catch in there, but it was a 14-14 ball game with like a minute 19 left in the half, and you have not a tipped ball, but one of the Commanders' defensive ends got in there on Jake Browning, jarred the ball loose. Great job. I'd never seen a quarterback be able to squeeze the football so tightly after it was jarred loose to get the incomplete pass, to get the call on replay review, because he kind of did grip it enough to push the ball forward,
he kind of
even though it was a duck.
And then,
And you could have easily seen how that was a tough call where they let that slide. Could have been 21-14 on a fumble recovery going the other way. And then they score twice. It's 28-14, blink of an eye, going into halftime. So since he wins, it's beside the point. You need your backup quarterback to be in a good standing. And unfortunately, Cincinnati knows that they have that with Jake Browning, but that means that something must have happened to Joe Burrow, which, it did.
There is a bigger story from yesterday's game. Joe Burrow has got to go down. I don't know what he's trying to prove in a preseason game.
I know the play that you're talking about where he drops back and he's running around for dear life.
Everybody in Cincinnati
That's not what we want to do in the preseason.
Oh, you're screaming at your TV. What are you doing? I get it. He's magic. He likes to be that guy. It is preseason football. Take a knee in the backfield. I don't care what you do. You cannot take the hit. That was kind of silly.
Before I let you hear from Joey B, he's ice cold.
You're going to let me?
I'm going to let you hear from him. Everybody's going to get to it. What do you think about the recent news? Because someone at ESPN, Laura Rutledge, caught up with Trey Hendrickson before the game last night. So this is a big headline today, how he is standing firm in the contract dispute. And it's not just that he's standing firm. I guess like what Laura Rutledge puts that as, is he remains entrenched in his position on not playing in the upcoming season. And I think that's I think it's still a little bit extreme. And even though we're getting very, very, very close to the season, and in a perfect world, and it's ideal that you would get these guys signed, I don't know why we have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting when you know eventually something's going to happen. The negotiation's going to probably wind up meeting in the middle. You might not be completely happy with it at first, but you're going to get more money. The team's not going to have to pay as much money as the player was initially asking for. You'll meet somewhere in the middle, and you'll get it done. I don't think it's going to get to that point where Trey doesn't play the season. I don't think he could afford that at this stage of his career. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. What do you think about it?
Well, real quick, can you tell me the last player that actually held out for a season?
Le'Veon?
It was Le'Veon.
Yeah. We mentioned him yesterday, and it didn't work out great on the flip side, on the back end for him.
I don't know that my take is going to make a lot of people happy. I think that Trey Hendrickson is a great player. I think he's a good defensive end. I think he's worth a good amount of money.
He's worth more than whatever the 16, 17 million.
But I
and
don't
he'll
know,
get more than that.
I don't know that he is that good to hold out and do what he's doing. It's time to sign the paper, Trey. Let's go. Let's move on. Let's play football. He can't afford to sit out. The Bengals can't afford to not have him.
You sound like a scab. You sound like someone that sides with the big business and the company.
Well, because here's the deal.
Siding with the man right here, Adam King.
I felt the same way.
Doesn't like the player side of it.
You know who I also felt the same way with? And I said it on this very show. I did not like Brandon Ayuk. I thought that Brandon Ayuk doing all this and holding out and giving his team was a problem. I didn't think he was worth the money. Guess what? They paid him. He wasn't worth the money.
Oh, he was a bum last year.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And so, listen,
he
I think
sucked before he got hurt. Then he got hurt. It's not like I had him in fantasy or anything.
I think Trey Hendrickson is great. I think that where they are, they need to just sign the paper and let's move on, because I don't think, and maybe Trey goes out and proves something this year. And maybe I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, I think it's time for the charade to end, and it's time for somebody to just sign.
Hendrickson said back on July 30th, recognition's not something I'm chasing. It's not. I think I've made my statements clear. Security is something that I value, and telling my wife where we're going to play. Those are the things that matter to me. Okay. You know, that's fair. He's allowed to say that. It's a pretty dramatic statement. Both sides are sticking, right? He would like the organization to hook him up. I understand how he feels when you have 17 and a half sacks, 2 straight years, and you are one of the most premium players in the league, and you are on a defense that is struggling to identify premium players of any kind. So you probably have a little bit more ground to stand on when you know that defense stinks. And I also wonder how good that – we've also seen what good is Trey Hendrickson doing all that. He just had a 17-and-a-half sack season, and the Bengals' defense was still atrocious. It tells me they need more consistency on all different levels of that defense. I'm not trying to take anything away from Trey. Trey's got to get paid more money. He needs to get paid a lot more money. He doesn't need to get paid what he is asking for because of what his age is. And again, because you want to play on a team that is in a win-now mode, and you're already paying a lot of guys really, really high salaries. Not everybody can be made 100% whole exactly the way that they want to get made.
I think the bigger story this offseason than the Trey Hendrickson thing is the absolute ineptitude of the Bengals front office to do anything to help this defense. I've really never seen anything like it. It's the idea that, hey, last year we could have been a really great team if we just had somewhat of a defense. And they said, all right, what's our plan? Well, let's just kind of go with the same thing, see if it happens. Oh, and our best player, he's holding out. We'll figure it out. I mean, if I was Joe Burrow, I'd walk in there and say, what are we doing? Why am I here? You did nothing on the other side of the ball. It's awful. Yeah, it's abysmal.
Yeah. You got to do something.
You've got to go out and make.
But then they're going to say, well, Joe, we had to pay your guys. Jamar's making $40 million a year. T. Higgins is making X amount of dollars. We're hooking you up. But then again, you're right. I could give you 35 points per game. And if that defense is giving up 35 points per game, and we're right back to where we were at like a 9-8 team, maybe hopefully 10-7, and that gets the job done. But is that really what you want to hope for. You want to go win Super Bowls here. You want to move past just being good enough or just barely being over the line. You want to get into a window where you can be like the Kansas City Chiefs and actually live at the top for a while and look down on other teams.
Somebody in the chat just said, are you new to Ohio Pro Football? And here's the thing. This is a new world of Ohio. This is a new world of Ohio Pro Football for the Bengals. They have an opportunity here to change things, and it's not that they're not swinging at the pitch. They're not even showing up in the batter's box.
Let me get back to where I teased. Maybe
That's right.
No. Maybe this cools us down because Joe Burrow is going to remind us of just the organization that we are talking about and how there is still time for this to happen and for cooler heads to prevail.
Yeah, I don't know. I think historically these deals with us have gotten done closer to week one. I signed on the Thursday before the first game. Jamar's started to pick up, that week before last year too. And, we were able to get T and Jamar done early this year, so that was great. But I think historically the way we've done business is, that tends to pick up here in the next 2 weeks, so we'll see.
You could say there's, little key differences there is that those guys were actually going to play still, and they were actively practicing with the team at that point there, as in Joe's case, but he's got some points there. For some reason, and it's not even just the Cincinnati Bengals, you just let this go almost the entire offseason before you finally want to break through. And the play is likely going to suffer. As good a players as some of these guys are, you need to have practice time. Not saying you need to be out there beating it up in preseason games, but you need to have that practice time and not just the mental preparation, but the physical preparation with your guys for the season. All right, not just me. We are going to dazzle you with some Buckeye knowledge. So Adam King is here. You were out there today as well.
I was.
Out there at Ohio State, so that helps.
I didn't agree to dazzle anybody, just to be clear.
Well, I'm sorry. That's what I told them.
If you're going to ask to dazzle, that's an extra price.
I want singing and dancing and a lot of Buckeye knowledge.
I can tell you that's what no one here wants.
He's upping the price. He's got to pay for Twitter.
Absolutely. Twitter. Yeah. We're going to have to start paying just to get access to his Twitter account, or else we'll be blocked. Inside the Buckeyes, that's coming up. Adam King is here. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on westbound 70 on the east side at Miller Avenue, causing some holdup there. And we also have some slowdown due to a crash that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the west side at Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, Ohio State fans. While others cut corners like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil changes Buckeye-level quality. And you can stay in your car while their experts do the work. Drive in today. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Rates as low as 5.54% APR and a $400 cash bonus when you refinance your auto loan with BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/refinance.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for complete terms.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat. I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants
implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient, and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
The roof of your home protects what matters most in your life: your family, your memories, your peace of mind. So when it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust: Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy on why she chose Newman Roofing over all the rest.
We had interviewed and talked with several other roofing companies around the city. The salesperson that came to speak with us was extremely knowledgeable, answered questions, took his time with us. We were happy to make Newman our choice.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that on the day of the installation, we'll give you and your home the respect it deserves.
The guys arrived right on time. The crew leader came and talked with us, let us know what they were going to be doing. He was here all day with the crew. That itself was very impressive.
If you're thinking about your roofing or siding, give Newman Roofing a call today.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio.
Right now, save up to $404 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Nate Bargatze, Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Schottenstein Center, Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and 24th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Inside the Buckeyes is coming up in moments here. Adam King from 10 TV is hanging out with us this afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. We've got some changes for today at 5:30. Jayson Stark, Jason's Beef. That is happening, so we look forward to that. We didn't catch him yesterday. It's happening here today on a Tuesday. And our Mainstay Tuesday segment at 4:30, Rapid Fire. That will be coming up with Rhymetime. Before we go inside the Buckeyes, Fishy just dropped off the plug sheet. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a wonderful day on The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis at 7 a.m. They got their daily segment, The Huddle. That sounds like a football segment to me, folks.
I would assume.
Bishop and Friends, they will talk some college football with Jake Trotter. That's at 10:30. Adam Schefter, Wednesday guy, 12:30 on Rothman and Ice. Here on this show, it's going to be Leather Jacket time with Nicole Sheeran. That's 3:30. And then at 5:30, name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. We'll see what kind of bad guy he wants to talk about tomorrow. Inside the Buckeyes.
Common Man and Timmy present Inside the Buckeyes.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Okay, King. So in recent Inside the Buckeyes segments, we've been more football heavy. We will continue to go around the blocko and hit some of the other Olympic sports, some of the more non-revenue sports, because we do like to highlight that, but we're so close to the football season. We're trying to keep it where it is. And we have done some closer looks at some key players.
Okay.
We've already hit on Max Clare. He's going to be a star. We've hit C.J. Donaldson already on this segment. I want to talk about a wide receiver that's not Jeremiah Smith, that's not Brandon Innes, That's not Carnell Tate. So who would we be talking about? We'd actually be talking about a guy named Mylan Graham, who is a big-time recruit. And a 5-star recruit, right? And the things that we have been hearing about him, and when you've been allowed to be at a practice, you're able to catch glimpses of how athletic this guy is, how great his route running is, the hands that this guy has. He is a true weapon and could be one of the best receivers in college football. He is just behind, stop me if you've heard this before, with Ohio State wide receivers. He's behind too many other good wide receivers. But that doesn't mean he can't get on the field and maybe have a few hundred yards and have some touchdowns this season. And God forbid, an injury happens, next man up, he would be more than willing to do that, and I think he would not skip many beats.
I will say this. If you'd had asked me back in the spring, I would have told you Mylan Graham is going to be a constant player for this team. He's a fantastic receiver, and I think he will get on the field a lot this year. But I do think Ohio State is going a different route here. I think they're going to have their three main guys out there in Brennan Ennis, Carnell, and Jeremiah, and let them go play.
I'm not disputing that. Well, but I'm just saying if there was a clear number 4 right here,
it would be Mylan.
He is it.
Yeah,
he is it.
And I would have said that they would have rotated the top 4. I don't know that they're going to do as much rotating as I would thought. But Mylan Graham, everybody wants to talk about him. They're saying he's already like Garrett Wilson. When you hear what they say at practice, he is going to be an absolute star. Now, the other star that Ohio State's going to need, their quarterback, Timmy. They have one. His name's Julian Sayin. And yesterday, not only did we get to hear from Ryan Day on what he said about Julian Sayin, but we also got to hear from the man in charge of the team that's facing him, Steve Sarkisian. Got a chance to talk about him, said he recruited him hard here. Very gifted passer, really good player. Came to camp with us 2 years in a row. Very good arm talent, quick release, which we hear all the time. Really accurate guy. It poses a heck of a challenge. I thought it was pretty standard response from a coach.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what are you going to hear? We also talked about it on yesterday's show. Is that your laptop again?
It's not my laptop.
You got shut the Microsoft sounds off.
I don't know what's happening.
Mine's got an X on it, so I know it's not mine. No, it's not.
It's Reimer's. Reimer, please stop it. Put the mic on.
There we go. Blame the producer.
What are we doing? Act like a professional, all right?
I apologize. It was the
amateur
intern.
hour?
It was the intern.
Sark is saying what you're going to say.
Yeah.
He's going to build up the opponent. You're going on the road to Ohio State. You want to make this seem like you are playing this former star recruit, which he was. Guy that had his pick of the litter. He's at Alabama. He doesn't want to stay there, stay put. He comes to Columbus. It's just take your pick of major college football factories. People want Julian Sayin services. So I can understand how Sark is going to put it that way. We were talking with our one-star defensive player who just posted the news flat out on his Instagram story.
Felt like a little
Reimer loved
challenge.
that yesterday. He just straight up posted.
Yeah, don't even be hyping this up because you did not like that I liked it.
No, I didn't.
Whoa.
I didn't. I'm just saying that he did it. I'm just saying that he did it.
Are you saying that you thought it was cool? It was a cool move, and you didn't like it?
Reimer was like, "Oh, did you see what Colin Simmons did? He put on his Instagram story.
It's adding some juice to the game.
The game doesn't need more juice.
It's adding more to it.
It's got all the juice. It's got Arch Manning versus Julian Sayin. It's got 1 versus 3. It's Ohio State. I don't need trash. It also wasn't trash talk, Reimer.
It's not.
It was just a picture.
I don't know what it is.
If he had said game on.
Whatever.
It's just interesting that a current Texas player is sharing the news of the Ohio State quarterback.
Ooh, looky here. Got some news today.
Yeah.
Looky here.
Buckeyes named a quarterback.
Look who I'll be tackling.
This guy must suck.
If that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, this guy's in for a nightmare. That's what he's saying by posting that.
You another former Alabama guy? Caleb Downs.
That's right.
He talked today. One of my favorite parts of today is IGB calls him Coach Downs. That's how in touch he is. Well, Coach Downs also named a preseason All-American.
That's not surprising.
Not at all.
I bet Jeremiah Smith was named one of those too.
I can't confirm that. Yeah, I can. His name's right there too. Max Clare also named one. He is
second team for Max Clare.
Second team.
Still
I
pretty
think
amazing.
He finishes probably as the first team. He's incredibly talented, incredibly slept on. I think he's going to give this team an element that they haven't had in quite a few years, maybe going back to one Jeremy Ruckert with his beautiful catch against Wisconsin and Stardom in the Clemson game. I'm excited to see the 2 tight ends and Ohio State kind of go in that direction, Timmy.
Take a guess. What is the next game on the schedule around the entire Blocko?
Around the entire
What
block?
season are we in right now? In addition to football, other sports that are coming into play right now, this time of year.
I am going to go first game, probably soccer.
Men's soccer, women's soccer. Both have games on Thursday in 2 days.
Will you be there?
No, because the men's team is playing in Blacksburg, Virginia.
You can go.
Virginia Tech. I can just check out and go.
Yeah.
Women's soccer at SC. So
SC, is that South Carolina or
South
USC?
Carolina. South at SC.
Well, you know, that USC.
You know what? I should have specified, though.
You should have specified.
I just say SC, I figured South Carolina, USC. I'm not giving that to South Carolina.
Listen, but come on. I want our listeners to be locked in and know the correct information.
All right. Thank you, King. Thank you for the help there. Good job. That's Inside the Buckeyes.
My job.
Mike,
I'm here.
Mike is not here today, as you know, and I will tell you the exact reason for his absence coming up. Adam King is in. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And there's almost a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, Ohio State fans. While others cut corners, like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil Change is Buckeye-level quality. We train hard and treat every day like game day. We're always quick, but never rushed. And you can stay in your car while our experts do the work. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit valvoline.com/Buckeyes to find your nearest location and access exclusive fan savings.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit, expires 8/31.
Let me tell you, some days there's nothing better than a quick refresh. So switch it up and refresh your day at Speedway with the 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks and all your favorite snacks. Speedy Rewards app required, valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Oh, illegal.
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, gambler.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion, replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company for your next vehicle. This is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinder Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting hindermotorcompany.com.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic?
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday. Live in Columbus. Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday with special guest Foxing Kemba Live Outdoor Saturday, October 23rd. Get tickets now at AXS.com. Brought to you by Promo West Productions.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
The Fan.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keel's time at Dog Night at Huntington Park tonight, where the Columbus Clippers host the Omaha Storm Chasers. Cleveland Guardians go for a second straight win, playing in Phoenix against the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight, and the Cincinnati Reds will try for a third straight victory, facing the Angels in Anaheim. The NHL's Detroit Red Wings announcing today they'll retire the number 91, one worn by Sergei Fedorov, a Hockey Hall of Famer, part of 3 Stanley Cup championship teams. Indiana Pacers have given head coach Rick Carlisle a multi-year contract extension. Indianapolis Colts named Daniel Jones their starting quarterback for the regular season. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Get started today with your 20-pound summer slim down. Results are fast, easy, and start your very first week. Check it out at awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey kids, if you don't buckle down in school and do something productive with your free time, this is your future.
You guys ready to play like big boys yet, huh? Maybe pick out your own outfits in the morning?
Listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Adam King is in for the man here today. You guys know all the ways to find us. We also say hello to our people in the YouTube chat. We love you guys there. Please do hop on, or you want to get us a message, we're at manandtimmy971 on Twitter and X, or you can text the burner phone at 614-787-3093. Seeing all over the place. What do you got first, King?
Are you going to give your personal phone number out too? If they want to, what if they just want to?
Everybody's got it already.
Okay, I was going to say, what if they just want to text you exclusively?
I do think that it got out at one point in time.
Well, I like that.
But I'm just not popular enough for it to have mattered.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Timmy was actually excited. He's like, I got so many texts. This is so nice. I got
hit up by 4 or 5 of you. It was nice. And that was it. It died down. I don't even know if you can find the tweet. I think it was something that you would have never thought of. It was on like a pizza box or something like that. From the delivery, right?
I heard that Rhymetime wrote it on the inside of a bathroom stall at a Duke and Duchess somewhere in Columbus.
For manly love, meet here at 2:15.
Amazing. You got Rhymetime to stop talking. That was he was ready to say something.
He was approaching the mic, and he backed right off. Hey! So I've been seeing this all over social media today. Have you seen this? Exactly 5 years ago today, this happened.
I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be a home run. And so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again.
He went a little blazing saddles, and he was right. He was right about that. Tom Brenneman, who used to be the Reds TV voice for a lot of years, and his dad, Marty, one of the most famous local radio broadcasters that we've ever had in the sport. What does that say? What does that say about all of us? How that moment for him in that clip did as much as it did.
I still think back when I first got the text of that clip and somebody said, "This is not good."
You're not going to believe
in
this one.
retrospect,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. It became one of the greatest, not greatest, but what's the word here? Everybody knows it. World renowned, bloopers of all time. It was awful.
Well, and it helps when Nick Castellanos continues to hit home runs
after everything.
Everything happens.
What else did he do? What was the next one? Because he's done at least a couple of these, which is why it's trended. As Castellanos comes up there and just busts
There's
up
been
the
too
awkward
many.
moments.
I don't even remember them all.
He was also there. He was also there to bust up Bryce Harper and Rob Manfred in the clubhouse a couple weeks back, right?
Did he hit a home run that night?
He probably did. He probably just tossed up a baseball in the clubhouse and just hit one. Play a little pepper in the clubhouse. A little home run.
Chris gave me the word. Infamous. It was the most infamous moment in sports history.
That's the word you're looking for?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out
Great
infamous.
vocabulary,
Yeah,
Adam.
I was struggling, I appreciate Chris helping me out.
What, the Brenneman's thing was, obviously we got the results. Is he making his way back in at this point?
He is commentating some college basketball games for the CW because I heard him a lot for some North Carolina basketball games.
That's ACC country.
Yes,
so he was. That's pretty good.
I believe doing some football games too.
He's back in the booth for football games. I know that.
I'm not a guy to say unless you're he said what he said. I don't think you need to be canceled for the rest of your life. I leave that. And I'm not also telling you as an individual or a company that you have to be the one to give him that chance. That's up to you. That really is. That's about where I would think he would be in 2025, saying what he said on a hot mic. All right, you are going to be done. You're going to lose your job, obviously. And then in 4 or 5 years' time, you were making big money. You were a TV voice of a Major League Baseball team. You get to do C-Dub ACC basketball. That's the best you're going to get 5 years after the fact, and then you can keep working your way back up from there.
You get Boston College against Stanford basketball.
That's right. You get to do BC, all right?
I still think Castellanos is the whole reason that it became as renowned as it is.
Absolutely.
And I would love to, 20 years from now, ask him, why did you continue to call the game? You're in the middle of an apology. If it was radio, that's one thing. We're watching. We know what's going on. We don't need you to keep calling the game, my guy. Just
well, the TV cuts from him to the home run happening.
Yes.
So
it was the perfect storm of him saying one of the 2 words you cannot say. You can't do it. Can't do it. And then the fact that it's just, you've got a key moment in the baseball game and it's just the somber tone and the way he just delivers it. It's just a passing you by in the night.
And that's a home run.
It's just Moonlight Graham walking past him.
I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again.
And he was right. He was right on it. The other one that I was thinking about when listening back to Brenneman there, do you guys remember the Hornets play-by-play announcer? Do you remember this story,
Yes.
Rhymetime?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
What?
And I have to be careful with how you say his name. It's almost like when Ben Stiller spells his name for Robert De Niro. Hey, it's an interesting last name. How do you spell it? Oh, just how it sounds. F-O-C-K-E-R. It's like, what? His name's John F-O-C-K-E. That's his name. Fa.
Fish is standing up. Fish is standing up right now, ready to come running in this studio.
I'm hovering over the dump button.
Yeah.
And he just, he wrote a tweet. And he says that it auto-corrected. It was a Jazz and Nuggets game. That's what it was. And he wrote a tweet. And it came out as the wrong word. And that was it. And that was it for him. Bye-bye, John.
Yeah. Can't. Well, you got to be careful.
Got to be on your toes.
Got to be on your toes.
Just like I was right there.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see fish, but I can only imagine just what's going through his head as you're starting to talk there.
Oh, come on. Why would he be? It's not like anything's going on at the company today.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Not trying to impress anybody,
Nothing's happening, King. Everything is fine. So, Man's gone. You know why he's not here? Hunan Lion. Open. Yeah. That's right.
You know what's
it's
crazy?
It's back, baby. It's been a long time coming. That kitchen fire was not going to hold it down. So they're back. They opened today. I'm sure he's still there. He's probably on his 5-hour lunch right now.
How beautiful is it that the day that I get to host, the Hunan Lion opens back up?
And we didn't get to go eat there today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Well, I had 4 texts this morning about the Hunan Lion. 4 different people sent me a text saying, did you know the Hunan Lion opened back up? You can't keep them down. That is 4 too many people that think that I have had an implication in the fire at the Hunan Lion. All thanks to Common Man.
Oh, man. Everything on their menu is
that why you were quiet there? I'm having a conversation with Timmy. He's over here staring at the Hunan.
I'm thinking about my lunch. Yeah, I'm thinking about the crispy sesame chicken.
That's
4:11. What I'm thinking about.
It's 4:11. Lunchtime is long ago.
What about dinner then?
I thought you were having pizza.
What am I having for dinner tonight? No, tonight's breakfast for dinner.
Ooh, you pre-planned that like that?
Why did you think I was having pizza?
I don't know. I assumed.
Why?
Because you seem like a guy that eats pizza once a week at least.
You seem like a guy that eats pizza once a week.
Yeah.
Why would I just assume you're having it tonight unless you told me that?
I like to assume a lot of things. You know what they say about
I do know what they say about that. Stop doing that, man.
Would I get crushed if I'd say I don't know what the Hunan is?
Okay, so there's a story. Do you know the story
I wouldn't even have thought to ask that because it's not like a 30-year-old reference. So,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you know the story of my cologne and the Hunan Lion?
No.
Okay.
Well, why don't you tell it coming up here?
Okay. All right. I'll tell it.
Little tease. We can also officially announce that someone is a bum. That's coming up. Adam King is with us. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 5-minute slowdown on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and Town Street. We also have some slowdown due to an accident if you're on Sunbury Road, south of Mock Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, Ohio State fans, while others cut corners like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil changes Buckeye-level quality. And you can stay in your car while their experts do the work. Drive in today. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
Men, you are under siege. The minute you hit adulthood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider, a clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle in Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
Common Man here. Our friends at Care Heating and Cooling and Lennox are feeling the love. They're doing something extraordinary for Central Ohio families. The Lennox Feel the Love program provides deserving families and individuals with indoor heating and cooling equipment as well as installation at no cost. You can nominate someone who you think is deserving at feelthelove.com. Nominations be accepted through August 31st. Let's give back to our hometown heroes. Selfless neighbor, maybe who always puts everybody first. Community leaders like teachers, firefighters, and volunteers, or just families facing hard times. Whoever you think is worthy, send a nomination. As of 2024, the Feel the Love program has completed more than 350 installations with help of dealers like Care Heating and Cooling. Our friends at Lennox donate all the equipment, and Care donates the labor and materials, and the installs are done at no cost. Remember, the deadline is August 31st. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Choose from payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest, plus a free in-home window and energy assessment. Restrictions apply. Give them a call. 614-502-5220.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Earn 2% cash back on purchases and pay 0% APR on balance transfers for 15 months with a new Kemba Financial Credit Union Visa. That's more rewards and less interest. Apply at Kemba.org. For purchases and balance transfers made in the first 90 days, restrictions apply. APR equals annual percentage rate. Variable and subject to change. Equal opportunity lender. Expires 10/31/25.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot. And not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Viking, dedicated to creating travel experiences for the thinking person, with programs designed for cultural enrichment on board and on shore. Discover more at Viking.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, warm and humid and breezy on this Tuesday with the risk of a late day shower or gusty thunderstorm. Temperatures near 90. Overnight dropping down to near 70 degrees. A warm and humid start to your Wednesday. We'll see partly sunny skies, light winds and lower humidity, and a little cooler. Highs in the low 80s Wednesday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
This show features two Nicoles. One gives you useful traffic information. The other one yells, "What up, bitches?"
Who's ready to party?
Here's Man and Timmy.
Next segment at 4:30, we're going to do rapid fire. Don't forget, Jayson Stark, he's going to join us at 5:30 today. We missed our baseball guy yesterday. We will make good this afternoon at 5:30. Adam King is hanging out with us today. We thank you. I think I know this story that probably came from the Common Man on the Hunan Lion, where you just left off. But before you tell that story, I have a bone to pick with you. Guys, I cannot tell you more than anybody I know that classifies as an adult. You're on the younger end of the spectrum, but I guess we have to call you an adult. You don't really have good awareness of your surroundings. I'd like to see you just more careful about everything. I'm talking like there is a serious blend of like a child that is still present with you that just does not understand certain basic things, like filling up liquid in a cup all the way to the brim. Like, don't do that. Leave like an inch or so. You can walk right back there to the fridge and get more water. In the next break, you don't have to have it up to the tippy top, which is why when you walk in here and you got your laptop in one hand, your coffee mug in another hand, you're wobbling around, liquids going all over the place. You set your coffee mug down on the desk where we got all this expensive radio equipment and it spills all over the place. What did you think was going to happen? I feel like I have to coach you up all the time on this stuff in the office. And I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. I'm like the front right burner. I'm just tired, okay? I need to take a break. I need to relax from it.
Does the prosecution rest?
I'm with and not with Adam on this because I'll fill my coffee to the brim, but
Why?
I may have poured too much water into the Keurig and it goes all the way up and then my creamer fits it.
Pour a little bit out then
I will
in the
take
sink,
it,
right?
I will take it from the coffee, the Keurig, and I'll take a few sips before I start walking. So it is down to an inch.
It could be burning hot, though.
All right. Are both of you done?
On it.
Are both of you done?
You blow on it.
Are both of you done?
What do you have to say for yourself? What could you possibly say?
You have the shortest fuse of any dad I've ever seen. You need to get it together. Every time anybody in this office makes a mistake, if they knock something off, oh my gosh, what are you thinking? Why would you do that? They're not planning on knocking things off, Timmy. They're not out there trying to spill coffee, okay? They're just living their life. And I got to tell you that every now and then, you've just got to take a minute. All that rage, all that buildup, that's the little white spot in your hair in the front. I can guarantee you, every gray hair is just you not being able to breathe a little bit about the fact that the coffee wasn't near any of the expensive equipment. It was fine. We cleaned it up.
I don't know. It's pretty close. Close to me is on the table.
I think the gray hair is more from you, Adam, not his own son.
Timmy,
you're right about that, Rhyme.
I have the talking stick, okay? You can't, thank you. I have the talking pencil. You cannot allow these little things to get after you. Every time something goes wrong, the first guy that's throwing his hands up, he's storming out of here. He's threatening to quit.
Okay. All right. You say that, though. This is my problem, though. You will sit there and say that and talk like that, but then out of the blue, you will just tip your drink cup all the way over, and then it'll spill on me. It won't spill on you. It'll get on me, and you're the one there like, oh, you don't sweat the small stuff. Bam. Like, then I'm soaking wet.
Listen.
And then you've ruined something.
Listen, this is where you're wrong. This is where inherently you need to dive deep in. You've got to just think about the fact that I'm not intentionally spilling something on you. I'm not. You said, then you spill the cup. Like I'm out there. There's Timmy. I got my full cup. Let's see how he handles hot coffee in the crotch. That's not what I'm doing.
I know you're not doing it. You say that's not your intention, but I want your carefulness to then match those intentions. So just take a quick step back. You're at the coffee machine. Before I go racing down the hallway, just a quick little, just notice things. That's all. You set your cup down. You don't set your cup down like at the very, very edge of the table. Why set it on the edge when you can set it a foot in? And then nothing's going to happen to it. You're not going to bump it. You're not going to hit it on your way past it. Just be cognizant.
Adam likes to live on the edge.
Like when you started the fire.
The fire at the Hunan line. I didn't start the fire.
Type of thing. Adam started the fire. So you didn't have to do it, but tell the story. You did anyway because you were not so careful.
So Common Man isn't here to defend this, so I can say this. He and I are very good friends now. But when he first got here...
He's not in here to say that that's not true.
He and I are very close.
Further from the truth.
He and I are very, very close. And so when he first got here, we weren't as close. And he came up to me and he said, I want you to know that you are having an affair.
That's a great story.
With the old lady that runs the Hunan line. And that's all he said to me, and he walked away. And I was like, I have no idea what that means. And then he went on radio that day and proceeded to say that I was having an affair with the lady at the Hunan line because I have the same cologne as some 65-year-old woman who works at the Hunan line and serves him every day. Well,
he's putting two and two together.
He's putting two and two together. Yeah. And so then the Hunan line catches fire. And it was a problem because then he went on air and he said that the old lady and I were rolling around on the ground, having a little fun.
Rumping and stumping.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I knocked over something, she knocked over something, building went ablaze. And so that's the story, is that I set the Hunan line on fire because I smell like a 65-year-old woman that works at the Hunan line. Which, let me tell you, Rhymetime.
It was those greasy terracotta tiles.
Was she Lene? Oh, my gosh, I can't say it.
Lene Kukua. Lene Kukua actually texted me this morning. You know what she said? This is the text.
Oh, my God.
I turned the sound off.
Jesus.
I turned it
off. Jesus. What? What? Ah! King.
I turned the sound off.
Oh, boy.
Lene Kukua.
See? You're not being careful enough. You just, everything that's out there, you're just, oh, look at this. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I want some coffee. Filled all the way up. Oh, I spilled it. Everything's ruined. Can't remember to turn the sound off because you're too focused on filling your coffee cup up to the brim.
Well,
right?
That may not be wrong. This was the text I woke up to, or a text I got today. Did you see the Hunan Lion reopened with 2 eyeball emojis? That's
how's that?
That was the 65-year-old woman that used to work there.
There are so many people out there that heard that noise and are like, oh, I must have gotten an email. They're listening at their office.
Everybody's checking their phone. Huh? What? The Outlook is really pinging today.
Also, the second ding was a paid actor. That was fantastic.
Hey, we have a new bum. We have a new bum alert. And our newest bum, we can officially say that now, is Anthony Richardson, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. You have officially lost out on your starting gig to Daniel Dimes. Daniel Jones.
Brutal.
Did you expect that this was coming when they paid Daniel Jones that kind of backup money? I mean, this was a dude that got a big contract with the Giants and then it blew up in their face. He had one solid season. That was it. I'm not expecting much of a resurgence from Daniel Jones in Indianapolis. It's more just sheer disappointment. See, I think we all had an idea that Anthony Richardson could be a bum as far as a first round, a top 5 type of quarterback pick, that he wasn't going to get to that level. But it's another thing to have Daniel Jones come in and then take your job in just one offseason. That's rough.
I have to say, when I saw the news, they have to be tanking for Arch Manning. They have to be, because there's no other excuse why Daniel Jones is playing quarterback and you are sitting Anthony Richardson.
Are we sure that Arch Manning is there?
Yeah. Okay. So now hold on.
Are we sure that you should be tanking for Arch? Is it? I don't know if he's Andrew Luck.
I don't
know if he's suck for luck at this point.
I can't take control of this show, but a couple weeks ago on this show, we talked about Arch Manning's grandfather, who went out and said that his son or his grandson was not going to leave college. He was coming back for the next year. And I went on a huge rant about how grandpa just made life real tough on Arch, and it was unnecessary for him to say that. Well, Timmy, today they asked Arch about it, and guess what? He said, I don't know what grandpa was thinking. I didn't text him that. I don't know why he would go out there and say that.
All right, coming up here, one of my favorite segments of the week, Rapid Fire. In 2 minutes, Adam King is in. It's Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Slower traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 from Refugee Road to Bixby Road. And we have a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and I-70. This report is sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh your fuel tank, refresh your U-tank, and refresh the vibe with 69-cent large big gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Nate Bargatze, Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Schottenstein Center, Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and 24th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HRV two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
If you trust your dog to watch burgers on the grill before you trust the big garage door guys, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $404 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
And Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
No man today. It's all right. We've got our guy, Adam King from 10 TV, who is hooking us up. He's had a very busy day. He was in here this morning. He was out at Ohio State. He's got to work afterwards. So we do appreciate the time. Hey. And you've got your email sounder up so we can all know when Adam has to reply to somebody.
I do think that would be a funny radio segment to just randomly have like ringtones or alarms go off, and then you just confuse the world all the time, constantly.
We are all confused. Mm-hmm. That is one thing that is certain.
Can you clip that out? Just we are all confused.
Oh, you're clipping me out now?
Yeah, am I allowed to do that?
I give you several opportunities to clip things on a daily basis.
Where's Cole at so he can drop that?
Cole clips everything.
Cole is a clipper, right?
No, he doesn't.
He's a big tweeter now, though.
Oh my gosh, one tweet does not make you a big tweeter.
I don't know. I mean, he did more in one of his tweets than you've done with all of your
not true
paid for Buckeye tweets. I mean, he had like. What's he up to? 20 million views?
Let me tell. First of all,
he's making fun of children too.
Yeah, he is. He's bullying children,
bullying the kids, and becoming famous.
More of
attacking parents.
More of a one-hit wonder than Ed Cobb.
Oh man, give Cole a chance. All right, he's got like 1,000 some followers, and he just hit it big.
It must be nice. Must be nice. I dream of being Cole.
Overnight fame. It's a great
Overnight
thing.
Fame.
All right,
how's
time
he handled
it. Good, really good. Rapid fire time.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222.
Rhyme time. Big shoes to fill. Panama Ted always rocks it with this segment. So what do we got?
Definitely won't be easy. But first up, will the Reds and Guardians both make the playoffs?
No. Oh, boy.
The odds have to say no.
The odds would be no. I mean, the Reds currently, looking at the standings, a 17.6% chance to make the playoffs. Jayson Stark, though, I'm going to ask him again. Well, last week, he threw it down that they would be a playoff team. He even said that they would and the Mets would not which is wild. It is wild when you look at what the numbers are right there. You know what? Bleep it. Pro baseball in Ohio. Let's go. Both are going to make. Both are going to find a way to get in. Maybe it's the wild card. They're both going to get in.
I think that would be absolutely amazing. I just don't think it. I would see the Reds getting in more than I would see the Guards.
I don't mean maybe it's the wild card. It will be.
Yeah, it has to be the wild card.
It will be the wild card. That's what it's going to be. Rapid fire number 2.
So I thought of this one during the show because we were talking about Trey Hendrickson earlier. Who gets a deal done first, Trey Hendrickson or Micah Parsons?
Trey Hendrickson.
What about a Terry McLaurin? No, that wasn't the question.
Well, I'm going defensive line.
Can you
Trey.
stick to the rules?
I'll go Trey.
Guy put work together. I'll put Trey too because I think Trey. First of all, I mean we heard that they are close on. They're good on money. They're good on years. It's just guaranteed money that they're battling it out with. So I think you can figure that out quicker than you can figure out what's going on with Micah Parsons and the Cowboys.
Yeah. Those are some good points. I'll say Trey Hendrickson is Trey as well because of what we just heard from Joe Burrow and the fact that they both need each other. They really do. They both need each other right now. We haven't heard much about real trade opportunities for Trey Hendrickson. He's not getting any younger. He's still very good. He can make a lot more money with what they're going to eventually give him. If you're not seeing that anywhere else, I would take the deal that Cincinnati is ultimately going to give you. I think the number's going to come up. It's not going to be to what Trey was dreaming of, but it's going to be a lot more than what he's sitting on here going into the 2025 season. Rapid fire number 3.
So we mentioned the AP preseason All-America teams with Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs being on first team, Max Clare getting second team. By the end of the year, calling your shot, is there another Buckeye outside of those 3 that could get to the All-America teams?
Well,
good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Are we saying just the first team or all American?
Just either team.
First or second team counts as AP All-American.
Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles, I think, is the easiest answer there. I could see Sonny making his way up to an All-American linebacker for sure.
Could you throw one of our offensive linemen up there?
Yeah.
Could you throw like an Austin Servell?
Carson Hinsman, maybe if things go really well.
Yeah,
that's.
He's really Carson Hinsman is really experienced. I'm not saying that we forget that because Buckeye fans are some of the smartest in the world, so they don't really take breaks on what position groups they're studying and knowing their players. So you know about Carson Hinsman's history. You know how he maybe got in the doghouse a little bit too with some podcast comments. But to lose, I just think I keep going back to last year too. The guys that they even lost in that run and still had to find a way, as experienced as they were and as much as they returned, to lose Simmons when they lost him and to have to switch Donovan Jackson.
Amazing.
To lose Seth McLaughlin when they lost him and to have to go back to Carson Hinsman. So he's really good. Somebody there, Sayin, obviously, would be the guy.
Yeah, it's another one.
I do think we got to talk about Jeremiah Smith more than anybody on this football team, but Julian Sayin, the quarterback battle might have been close here. I do believe that, but we're talking about where both of these guys are ultimately going. I don't know if I see Lincoln Keenholz as a guy that's playing on Sundays. Yeah. I see Julian Sayin being a guy that continues to slowly get better and better and better with the experience that he gains. He's going to be picking things up as they happen to him on the field and how he breaks down defenses in real time. He has such good mechanics. He has such a pretty release of the football. He can absolutely spin it. It's going to look really, really good once he figures it out. There's a reason why he was such a highly touted prospect.
Well, and if Jeremiah Smith is having a great year, which, I mean, he can do that by himself, but it's going to be with the quarterback play, too.
Rapid fire number 4.
I watched A Few Good Men last night.
Ooh, good. I love it. Love it. Love it.
So give me your favorite Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, that's not where I thought we were going. Favorite Tom Cruise. You nailed it.
Where did you think he was going to go?
I don't know. Favorite line from the movie.
You want answers? You want answers?
I mean, there's the easy. I would say The Few Good Men. I love A Few Good Men. It's absolute.
It is great.
It's perfection.
It is great. I'm glad you watched that.
Yeah. What did you think?
I mean, I've seen it before, and so it was just on again. Watched bits and pieces of it, and I loved it.
I might actually say Maverick. I might actually say the newest Top Gun. It's just so good.
It's electric. It's so good.
I love the Mission Impossible series. I think they check a lot of boxes and they get it done. And it's just a lot of Tom running really fast. I love Tom running fast. That's a great scene for me. But probably go Maverick. The thing about A Few Good Men, I was just at a bar sometime in the last week or two, and it was on one of the TVs. I couldn't actually watch it because the sound was off, so it didn't make any sense. But I caught it right at the scene that has always bothered me. Adam, I don't know if this one hits you as well, but the thing that's great about Tom Cruise that everybody says is how he does his own stunts.
Yeah, and that's what makes
Do you find that amazing about him? How he does all that stuff? I do.
You see the video of him like hanging off the plane for Mission Impossible. You know what I forgot?
Let me finish. But hold on.
Sorry. Okay, I apologize.
So with that, he can do all those things. In A Few Good Men, he couldn't manage to look like he knows how to throw a softball or swing a bat. There's that scene where they're playing softball near the beginning of the movie, and he cannot throw a ball or swing the bat. He cannot do it, and it bothers me.
He was younger
Simple.
then. He was younger
It wasn't the same. I guess he wasn't as into the stunts back then.
He was not. Jerry Maguire is a good one. Somebody said, show me the money. Top Gun, for sure. And then this one caught me off guard. Did you remember that he is in Austin Powers Goldmember? Tom Cruise is in Austin Powers
I know he's
Goldmember.
Tropic Thunder and has that
He
the
plays,
makeup in that one. I don't remember that.
He is there. I'm looking at a picture of him in. He was.
We're not taking that as an answer, though.
That's my answer.
That's not
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
An answer.
He said A Few Good Men.
All right, so final one. Rapid fire number 5.
Today is National Soft Ice Cream Day. Where do you guys go for your favorite soft serve ice cream?
I would say Wits. I would say Wits frozen custard. You're giving me that as soft serve, right?
Yeah.
It is.
I just went there over the weekend.
Yeah, Wits is tremendous. It's
very good.
Phenomenal.
Let me say this. The only good ice cream is soft serve ice cream. I absolutely
It's not
hate,
true.
It is true. I hate frozen ice cream. I hate it. I know that sounds so stupid, but I
hate to tell you this.
Listen, I know.
But the soft serve is also frozen.
No, it's not.
I hate to break the news to you.
I don't want to have to use force to get into my ice cream.
Force.
I want
excessive force.
I want a nice scoop that's easy. A place like Handles, you have a nice scoop, nice and easy. Wits, you have a nice scoop. I don't want I love Graders. Graders is good, but Graders is the only place. It is like a rock.
Break your teeth.
I'm trying. I gotta wait for it to melt. I gotta let it melt a little bit before I can get in there because it's so hard. Turn your freezers down, ladies and gentlemen. Then you get the real good ice cream. It shouldn't be work to scoop ice cream.
I actually want, as far as regular churned ice cream goes, Handles is phenomenal
It's
stuff.
amazing.
I actually want them to turn their freezers down a little bit. I think it's not frozen enough. It has too quick of a melting point.
No,
because you're eating it on hot days. I want that chewiness, a little bit of that frozen. But soft serve is tremendous too, because Dairy Queen has always been
only
one of America's favorites.
Ice cream, soft serve.
Okay,
gelato, very similar to soft serve. I can do gelato, but at the end of the day, we all need to stop freezing our ice cream so much.
Nostalgia was abound for 90s kids last night. Going to tell you why. Adam King is hanging out. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident that's on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt at Cemetery Road. And watch out for some police activity that's blocking the right lane on southbound 71 on the north side at 11th Avenue. That's causing a slowdown from 17th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, Ohio State fans. While others cut corners like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil changes Buckeye level quality. And you can stay in your car while their experts do the work. Drive in today. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Online pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and with football back, Rich is ready to dominate the competition. You can lease the sleek 2025 Honda Accord LX for as low as $249 a month or finance with 3.99% APR. Upgrade to adventure with the 25 Honda Pilot Sport all-wheel drive. Lease starting at $429 per month or 4.49% APR. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit BlueJackets.com.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family may not listen to you, but we will. Sundays at 11, it's The Fan Call-In Show presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. You're welcome.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Central Ohio is home to a lot of sporting events that bring in millions of dollars of economic impact to our town. These events are huge for the city, providing revenue for local businesses, job creation, infrastructure development, and many other benefits. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they help local businesses prosper year-round.
Thanks, Bobby. We truly value our local businesses and the opportunity to work alongside them as partners. Whether you're a small business or a large operation, Riverside Bank of Dublin has the right tools for the job.
Whether you need an SBA loan to get your business off the ground, a line of credit to keep your business running smoothly, or equipment financing to get your business up to scale, Riverside Bank will tailor a solution that fits your needs.
Right on the target, Travis. We understand the business climate in Central Ohio, and we will help you reach your goals.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Let's get one thing perfectly clear. If you're not willing to kill baby Hitler, you're a moron. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Nothing like nostalgia. You know what I mean? Adam King is sitting in with us here today. So last night, Rich Eisen was back on the desk for Sportscenter. I cannot tell you how long it's been since I have even watched Sportscenter. I go through phases here and there where I put that back into my routine, but it's more like white noise. It's not like when I was a kid, back when I was banging in the 90s, and it was a way of life. You would watch SportsCenter until your eyes were bleeding. You almost had the whole entire hour memorized because you've watched it 3 straight times.
It's just
and it just was the same.
And you kept watching because it was on.
Watching it. It's like you know what's coming up and you feel proud that you know what's around the corner, that you know how they're going to start that next hour. So Rich was on the desk. It was the first time in 22 years. and everybody loved what he did. Did you see this? Did you see any clips of this on social media? How he paid tribute to Stuart Scott
There were
on the broadcast and had like a little, it almost looked like he was superimposed right there at the desk with him on the screen behind him. And so you could tell that it was emotional for Rich, and it was just very nice because I think back on those days of SportsCenter, growing up as just a kid who wanted to some way find his way into the industry, maybe doing that show. I'm sure, I mean, I can't sit here and say that that dream lasted forever, but I know at one point in my life that would have been the dream. What about for you? I mean, you're in sports TV. You're an anchor
that's
now.
always been the dream. That's one of the reasons I got into this business. I used to record SportsCenter. You run home and watch it on record, and that's when they had the greatest thing in the history of television, which was the thing on the side where you could see what was coming up next. That's what I absolutely adored. That was their prime phase. When it's like, okay, in 2 from now, we've got Tiger Woods at the Masters coming up. I've got enough time to go to the bathroom and come back. Okay, in 4 from now, we're talking college football. I loved it. That was peak SportsCenter. And you know what? It was just people having fun. That's what it was. You were telling me sports, and you were enjoying telling me sports, and it never got too complicated.
It was the personalities, but I think it was just also how good everybody was. You know?
I mean, that's 100% spot on. Everybody was they were just remarkably, the mesh point was unbelievable with them. The chemistry was ridiculous. I absolutely
They call it talent, right? But they just had ridiculously talented anchors. They weren't, yes, like what you said, they knew how to have fun. They brought personality to it, but they were all just good. They were all just good. And it was a different time, too, because that became a big deal before we all got attached to our phones.
Yes.
So it was almost like we were forced to join this party and to sit around the campfire every morning and just watch the same show. If you were that interested to a certain level in sports, like you and I as kids were, you were watching that show. Do you remember, you're a little bit younger than me, do you remember like your last anchors who you really enjoyed watching? And can you name any of them now? No, I can't even name her. I'm still the one that thought that the Barry Sanders uniform was a Shedeur Sanders uniform.
I mean, I think Stuart Scott.
Monica McNutt or Melissa McNutt, something.
I think it was Monica McNutt.
Thought that a blue and gray jersey that said Sanders on it was a Shedeur Sanders jersey. That's what we got now.
That was, you know who it is. I mean, you know who really. I like Matt Berry. I'm a big fan of Matt Berry. He does a good job.
Currently.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
I think Stuart Scott, and then there is the guy that I feel was really good, and John Anderson. I think that he was underrated. I think he's still doing it now. But
is he doing Wipeout?
Yes.
Isn't that what he
that was
doing?
That was an interesting role.
Instead of SportsCenter, I'm going to do people bouncing off of giant rubber balls.
Yes,
into dirty water.
That was always the thing, is that's how they meshed like the SportsCenter anchors and ESPN guys with like ABC shows, and that's how you ended up with Jesse Palmer as The Bachelor. It all became very interesting, where it no longer was about these people being sporty. It was, they're just ABC personalities and they can do whatever.
Scott Van Pelt's the best now.
Yeah. Well, he's the one, right?
Yeah.
He's the lone dog
it's a whole
that
different
bridged that generation where you had SVP. SVP still, did an unbelievable afternoon radio show too. And when the ESPN radio product was big and it had big names, and you actually may have had some appointment listening for some of those guys, the Dan Patrick Show being on there. That's what I mean. You honestly can't even think of like trying to do a top 10 of SportsCenter anchors back in the day, starting with the guys we're talking about, Rich Eisen, Stuart Scott, SVP. I'll throw him up there.
Who's the guy?
Steiner,
he had gray curly hair.
Is that Stan Verrett?
Stan Verrett. I like Stan Verrett.
Big hockey guy. Yeah. Stan Verrett was great.
Him and Stuart
Steve
Scott,
Levy.
I thought would do
Steve
a bunch.
Levy was great.
Steve Levy.
Yeah, Neil Everett.
Steve Levy was really good. I really enjoyed Steve Levy.
I like him as a play-by-play guy now, too.
He's in the booth a lot. Is he on Monday Night Football?
I think as like the second game, maybe.
Okay.
Or they have Chris Fowler do stuff too.
And Monday Night Football is Aikman and Buck.
Buck, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
the picture of my
second or third year now.
That's the picture I have as my fantasy football for do you remember when they went in for the handshake, but it wasn't a handshake, and so they were just standing there awkwardly? It's one of my favorite pictures.
Yes.
It was a great moment.
I do love
That's my fantasy football photo.
Bob Lee was always great back in the day.
Lee.
Outside the lines,
Yes.
Bob Lee.
Outside the
SportsCenter anchor, then outside the lines for the more. That's like network me, but not even close. No,
Who's the guy
very
that
serious.
did sports science?
Oh, he passed.
He passed away.
He was never a SportsCenter anchor, but John Brankus.
But they had him
It was a
on
good
during
show.
SportsCenter segments, I'm pretty sure.
They had like sort of a express version.
Yeah. That was sad.
Sports Science Light. But they would get, that Sports Science show, they would get big name athletes to do that. And they would never be wearing their own branded stuff either. I don't know how they were able to do that in this world of marketing where you could get these A-list athletes and they would all wear that generic, goofy Sports Science jersey and helmet. They'd never be wearing their Nike or Adidas stuff that they were branded with.
The other thing is, it was always just so intriguing. It was stuff like you never thought about. Like, well, what would happen if Usain Bolt ran against a bullet? And you're like, well, that's a crazy concept. And then you watch for like 25 minutes. You're like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Kenny Mayne is a SportsCenter anchor I just thought of, too. That was one of the different dudes, but also just great.
I
Great
liked
to
him,
listen
too.
to. But cool to see Rich Eisen make his return to SportsCenter. You talk about nostalgia feels and taking a trip down memory lane and going back there. That was neat. That was cool. As cool as the other side of the pillow with Stuart Scott. There you go. Been thinking about this very common phrase in sports and how we define it. Going to get into that coming up here. Adam King is in. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay due to a disabled vehicle that's blocking the center lane. If you're on northbound 315 before Ackerman Road, it's a little slow there from King Avenue. And watch for some delay due to an accident that's on Chatterton Road, west of Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Wet basement? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work, just honest, expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Ready to ride the waves or hit the road for less? Refinance your boat or motorcycle loan with CME and let them try to beat your rate by 1.5% APR. Enjoy no payments for 90 days and rates as low as 6.25% APR. It's never been easier to lower your rate and free up cash. Make the smart move. Refinance with CME today. Terms and conditions apply. Minimum floor rate of 6.25% APR. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
Hey,
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
On Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. New customers opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download the app and start ordering lottery tickets today. Use code VOCAL. That's code VOCAL on Jackpocket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with the Ohio Lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
It's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the things we constantly hear from customers, Wilson, it's impossible to pick a favorite. We've got 5 different window lines here at Pella for the $300,000 to the $3 million home.
Yep, impossible to pick a favorite. My parents would always say that.
Oh, Wilson, that's so sweet.
Yeah, other than I'm an only child.
Oh. Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keel. Cincinnati Reds go for a third straight win when they play the second of a series in Anaheim against the LA Angels tonight. Hunter Green pitching for the Reds. Kyle Hendricks for the Angels. Cincinnati one back in the National League wildcard race. Cleveland Guardians, who were 3 back in the American League wildcard race, try for a second straight win playing in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. Tanner Bybee pitching for the Guardians. Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for Arizona. Columbus Clippers at home. Diamond Dog Night at Huntington Park as they host Omaha. Indianapolis Colts today named Daniel Jones their starting quarterback through the regular season opener. Jones gets the nod over Anthony Richardson. Notre Dame announcing that redshirt freshman C.J. Carr will be their starting quarterback when they begin the season against the Miami Hurricanes. Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle agreeing to a multi-year contract extension. This after the Pacers' appearance in the NBA Finals this past season. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Please take note of this warning. This show will mess you up. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Adam King is in for the man here today. Now, look, I want to get into this discussion about blue bloods, okay?
Okay.
I sent you the graphic.
I
right?
saw.
I sent you the graphic.
Also, can I ask why you didn't text it to me? You DM'd me on Twitter.
Yeah, because it was a tweet.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's just easier to send it within the app.
You could have just hit share.
Why would I text it to you when I could just send it to you? You're in Twitter more than anybody else that I know.
Timmy,
you got to stare at your numbers and your analytics.
Messages. I am so busy in my DMs, I can't have you also in there.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I just tried to slide into your DMs. That's all I tried to do. So first and foremost, let's start with college football. We can discuss these for college basketball as well. But when you're talking about a blue blood, this could be different for everybody. It's got some gray areas to it. How do you really define what a blue blood is? Is it something that you can acquire status to? after, recent success? I think that you can. I certainly think that UConn has proven that on the basketball side.
Absolutely.
Anybody that doesn't consider UConn a blue blood in college basketball is just a moron, because winning is the most important thing. But then again, you've got some of the all-time winners in college football that are totally not considered blue bloods, because a lot of them are Ivy League schools. You still go up there and find Harvard and Yale on the all-time college football wins list, and it's not them. It's also a little bit of, you know it when you say the name, you know it when you see it, because Ohio State is the most blue of the blue bloods that there ever was or ever will be.
First of all, I'm looking at this. I don't know that I know every college logo. We could do a college logo quiz. I'd go 150 for 150. I don't know. It's this unlimited potential if they can make it happen. It's got A&M, West Virginia, Texas Tech,
Arizona State.
That's not Arizona State's logo. What is that?
I think that
it has an A wrapped around. It looks like an A being choked by an S. It's not Arizona State's logo.
I was wondering if that was an old Arizona State logo.
I've never seen that in my life.
Because is this blue blood in the archives? Is that Chicago? In there with Army, Navy, Yale, Penn, Princeton. Or I want to say that that's Chicago. I think that was a Big Ten school.
I also...
Way back in the day.
Also, Minnesota, UCLA, Pitt, SMU, do they really have the history? Yeah, they've got some good seasons, but I don't... Nowhere in the world do I think blue bloods that have the history. Minnesota and UCLA and Pitt.
No. So the graphic that King and I are staring at has some categories listed out. And none of the ones that we have just read off are actual blue bloods. Even the Ivy League ones, that was an archive list. That was a secondary one. That was considered the archives. When you're talking about college football blue bloods for me, you've got Ohio State, you've got Notre Dame, you've got Alabama, you've got Texas and Oklahoma, you've got Nebraska, and you've got USC. For me, that's where I stop it. That's where I kill it. Maybe I got to put Penn State in there. Maybe I got to put Penn State in there to seal up that list, because I prefer to keep mine on the shorter end, and I think that you've got to have the longevity that's there. Nebraska did so much in the 90s that to me they're hanging on by a thread because of their brand power. There's actually a lot of people out there that think that Nebraska is going to make a push for a college football playoff this year.
I could see it.
I'm not quite there, but I did also think that when they hired Matt Rule, he might be the guy with an expanded college football playoff to get them at least closer. I don't think they're ever getting back to what they were. So their blue blood status might change in another 30 years or so. Talking about a big chunk of time. But the other ones that you would think about, Clemson, LSU, Michigan, Georgia, Florida State is maybe one that I've got to get some more consideration to. But Ohio State, Notre Dame, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas, USC, Nebraska, those are the ones to me that jump off the page. Miami, not enough. Miami hasn't been around for as long as you think, doing it like they did. They certainly had a heyday and packed a lot of success into a short period of time. I don't know if it's enough over the grand scheme, the life of it, to get that blue blood status.
I think that you know what? I once had a thought on this show, and I said everything is fine, and someone said, I'm tired of you not being confrontational. And I said, you know what? Some things it's okay to not care about. I am tired of the blue blood mantra, because you cannot have Nebraska as a blue blood anymore. They haven't done anything. I'm tired of that.
So you kick them out.
Kick them out.
Kick them out.
Georgia is a blue blood. Michigan, you've won one national title since, I don't know, they knew how to fly an airplane. You can't take credit for that if you won one national title, but the last time they were using candles to walk around. Not a blue blood. Oklahoma, they were a blue blood under Bob Stoops. They were up there. They've been there. They have the history to back it up that doesn't date back to, the Revolutionary War. Texas, they're a blue blood. They haven't won recently, but they're always, always up there. Alabama, blue blood. USC hasn't been good since Pete Carroll was there. Throw in the trash. And it wasn't that great before Pete Carroll.
Kicking them out?
Kicking them out, too? Get them out of there.
Okay.
Get them out of there.
All right. Hey, you know what? I actually don't mind you going more exclusive and raising the bar for that. So who is it again? Then you've got the Buckeyes,
Georgia.
Notre Dame. You've got Georgia.
It's a current, but in their history, it's media.
That's where it was for me.
Yeah.
I seem to be going. Tell me.
You know
Jiminy
what?
Glick is here.
Georgia, you're gone. Michigan has one.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell's going on. You just had Georgia in, and now Georgia's gone.
You know what? You're right. You convinced me. Georgia's out. You're out. You're out. Michigan.
Oh my God.
One national title since electricity was invented. You're out. Oklahoma, blue blood. Texas, blue blood. USC, you're out. Alabama, blue blood. Notre Dame, blue blood, and Ohio State, blue blood. So I'm out. Nebraska, you're gone. MGN, that's what they got on the right side here. Michigan, Georgia, Nebraska, get out of here. Nebraska? That's somebody trying to stand up for the history of college. Grow up.
I feel like Indiana is the basketball version of Nebraska. They were once a blue blood, but they haven't had the recent success to kind of still be in that conversation a little bit.
I mean,
they have the history, like you just mentioned.
I have a hard time not putting Georgia in there. I kicked him out because Timmy pressured me, gave me a look. I felt if I didn't kick him out, I wasn't going to be allowed to host again. But they've won 2 national titles recently. I mean, blue bloods, for some reason, we consider blue bloods like the history of the sport. If we're doing history of the sport, then Timmy, you're right. We got to put Rutgers up there. They started the sport. There would be no...
Nope. Stop it.
My number one blue
Stop
blood.
it.
Without Rutgers, there would be no Ohio State football. So Rutgers is my blue blood, if that's how you want to play.
You know what? I actually want to clear it up here. I'm not going to let this segment escape and give them the satisfaction. I'll actually have to put the cheating bastards in the blue blood list.
Whoa.
Yeah, I will.
Whoa. Timmy,
I will.
Timmy,
Because they are the all-time winningest program in college football history. They don't have the overall national. They like to claim like 12 national championships. That's good. But the all-time winningest program, they got the big house. Okay, they do, and they're beating us, cheating or not.
Well, just because you're having a good run doesn't make you a blue blood.
Over the life of the rivalry, they are still ahead. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of being a Columbus sports radio host, not having Michigan considered in a blue blood program status. So I'll give it to you. I'll reverse psychology that for bulletin board material.
No, you know what? I don't need to reverse psychology it, all right? It is absolutely ridiculous. Their last win before 2023 was 1948. You know the top movie in 1948, Timmy?
Sounds like UCLA.
You want to know? Give me the top movie in 1948.
I don't know. Gone with the Wind?
I Remember Mama.
Oh, Mama.
Bicycle Thieves. You remember the old classic Bicycle Thieves? You'd put on Bicycle Thieves and kick your feet up.
That's what you were hammering away on the keyboard?
Yes, I couldn't figure it out. It's idiotic. You can't call him a blue blood. The treasure of the Sierra Madre. Oh, right. That old thing.
Think about those. Think about who your list of blue bloods are, how short or how long that list is, because that's something that can continually be debated because everybody's idea of what gets you that status is different, aside from like the top dogs. College basketball, you know that Kansas, Duke, and Indiana, UCLA, North Carolina.
Stop it. They have the most
North
Final
Carolina,
Fours. Stop
right on the
it.
edge.
I knew you were going to do that.
Right on the edge there.
North Carolina is a blue. Grow up, Peter Pan.
They are the bluest of
Count
the blue
Chocula.
bloods.
Count Chocula.
I know.
Grow up.
I know. I don't know if they're the bluest, but they're in
and
there.
Kansas is a blue blood too, so you can both be happy, all right? You weirdos. You're in the Columbus, Ohio. Neither of you have, he bleeds whatever their colors are, blue and red, and you bleed blue and more blue.
All right. Ohio State can be a blue blood. They've got 10 Final Fours.
They could do it.
They could.
Right?
They're not a blue blood right now.
They're not right now. Absolutely not.
A lot of work. There's a trend that we have in sports. I say that I've seen just about enough of this. Just about enough. I'll tell you what that is coming up. Adam King is in. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from Westerville to Cleveland Avenue. And watch out for an accident that's causing some holdup on eastbound 270 on the West Outer Belt at Georgesville Road. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, Ohio State fans, while others cut corners like that team up north, Valvoline Instant Oil changes Buckeye-level quality. And you can stay in your car while their experts do the work. Drive in today. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
With rates as low as 8.99% APR, now is the perfect time to save your summer with a debt consolidation loan from BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning step by step? Hey, that was me. And I had to deal with that for all the years of playing football. But I went and saw my friends over at QC Kinetics, and it disappeared. I didn't have to tough it out anymore. Call over QC Kinetics with Dr. Wolkoff and get your free consultation. It's regenerative medicine, folks. There are thousands of patients who will tell you that they wish they would have done it sooner, just like I did. I'm glad I did, and my experience was tremendous. You go in, you have a consult, they lay out the plan, they talk about it. It's no pills, it's no scalpels. It's just your own body's biologics treating you and helping heal you. So find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices all around Central Ohio, so be sure to go and check them out.
This Hall of Fame moment celebrates the crowning of a new club hits leader. On April 8th, 1963, 6 days shy of his 22nd birthday, a rookie from the west side of Cincinnati would make his major league debut and begin a season in which he would win the Rookie of the Year award. In that first season, he would collect 170 hits. 2 years later, with 209 hits, he would lead the National League. On September 11th, 1985, he would break a record held by Ty Cobb to become baseball's all-time hits leader. But it was on September the 1st, 1972, in a game against the Montreal Expos, that Pete Rose would become the Cincinnati Reds' all-time hits leader.
Stoneman with a sign, and the strike 2 pitch to Rose. Pete hits a check swing chopper towards second. Foley charges, throws, not in time, and there's the record-breaking hit, an infield single by Pete Rose. Well, on a club that has boasted such names as Veda Pinson, Frank Robinson, Ed Rouse, Ted Kluszewski, Ernie Lombardi, Frank McCormick, Wally Post, Gus Bell. Pete Rose has more hits than anybody. 1,882.
The Hall of Fame moment is brought to you by Western and Southern Financial Group. Put their financial strength behind you. Visit westernsouthern.com.
Join Timmy Hall for Buckeye Replay this Saturday at 1. Look back at classic games in Ohio State football history.
Sponsored by Weber Grills.
This week, Ohio State and Notre Dame play for the title. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Heading back to school, we are stronger together. Educators and parents on a mission to make sure our public school students have what they need to succeed. We are excited together, ready to make this the best school year yet. We are better together. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing, asking you to stand with OEA for the great public schools Ohio students deserve. We are stronger together this school year because public education matters.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Protect your liver and give it the support it deserves with Active Liver from New Nordic. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine on this Tuesday, but also plenty of heat and humidity and a few showers and some gusty storms possible. High temperatures near 90. Overnight down to around 70 and dry for your Wednesday morning. During the day, partly sunny skies, breezy and a little lower humidity. Highs in the low 80s Wednesday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Two men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
A lot of you guys are going to have to replace your roof sometime soon. It's a big job, right? You want to make sure that you're going with the absolute best. That's why I recommend my friends at Victor's Home Solutions. See, their process begins with something that a lot of roofing companies will just avoid. You got to be careful about that. I'm talking about attic ventilation. If your attic doesn't have proper air circulation, it can cause a litany of problems. You can get mold up there, rot. You can't have rot. You can get leaks in the wintertime. They have this famous 21-point roof inspection. Every customer, every potential customer for Victor's can get down on that, and that will include the most thorough inspection of your attic and the attic ventilation. And it is why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Not only do they have the best installation crews in Ohio, but they also make sure the roofs they install are going to last because that ventilation is going to be tip-top. Give them a call, 866-VICTORS, or book an appointment online at victors.com. Earlier today, our guy Skip Mossick, he helped me out with something. Now, look, I am an idiot. I am not a complete idiot. I know how to tie a necktie. I've known how to do a certain necktie knot since I was in high school, and I never really changed up my process for that because it has worked. Now, I am a taller guy, so I've never really needed to shorten the length on the necktie. I've got a single knot method. I know, like, we have a YouTube crowd that watches this, so we could, like, I don't know if we're gonna like do the demonstration right here, but
I'd like you to get up and look in that camera and just walk everybody through.
I'm not gonna do that.
Up, flip.
I'm not gonna do that. But the situation that we had is I did not know how to do the double Windsor. All right. That's you being a TV guy.
And you're calling me a child with my coffee and you can't tie a double Windsor knot?
You're in TV, okay? You wear it, you sleep in a tie.
I knew how to tie a double Windsor when I was 1 year old. It was the first thing my dad taught me.
If you told me that I could strangle you, then I'd learn how to tie the double Windsor. But okay, I've never really needed to. How many days out of the year do I even have to wear?
I was going to ask you that. 5?
Those invites on 10 TV aren't coming too frequent anymore.
Well, now because you got the flagship show over here, you're too busy. You're too big. Every time
There's a lot of hours before and after the show.
I say, Timmy, why don't you come on over? Why don't you be on 10 TV? And he says, that'll be $330.
Well, you know what? You get 3 hours on the show today. How many 10 TV hits is that worth? What is that, like, should that be 10 hits?
You think that I get hits
3 minutes or so? On a 3 minutes on a newscast, Adam brings in, here comes Timmy Hall. We're going to talk some Buckeye football or some Buckeye basketball, whatever.
Timmy.
No. Never happens.
Whenever you want to be on, you are welcome. You walk on in the middle of my sportscast tonight. Hey, I'm Timmy Hall. I'm here to do sports.
So here was the thing. I didn't know how to do the double Windsor, and I was only thinking in my own way with my single knot method that I think looks fine. It looks classic. I can adjust the tie, all that good stuff. So I'm showing my son how to do the tie, because for game day Thursdays, and I like this. Don't you appreciate the dress code for youth sports teams when they're going to be at school? They got a game day.
Yeah, on Fridays
nice.
you wear
a tie. Sometimes it's a coat and tie. We go remember the Titans. I think Coach Boone wanted them wearing a jacket and a tie.
I was for football season under the impression that it'd be football jerseys. for the football season.
Sometimes you wear the jersey over a dress shirt and a tie.
Hannah, that's what they did. You wear the football jerseys and then a suit.
You can see the tie and the dress shirt
That's
under.
just insane to me.
The other thing that they did, which I thought was really cool, is
trying to class it up, Ryan. Okay, sorry, we don't do it down like you do in Chillicothe. Okay,
Circleville. Thank you very much.
Hey, that's
same difference.
That's the pumpkin show.
Exactly.
Place. You guys have a pumpkin show.
Yes. Third week of October every year.
That's insane. I went to college with a girl who was from Circleville, and she had a pumpkin tattoo. She was so obsessed with this pumpkin show.
It's
all
the
she
greatest
wanted
week.
was to talk about it every day of her life.
We spend a week worshiping a pumpkin.
What's the great donut shop down there called?
Lindsay's.
Lindsay's.
It is the best.
Do they do them year round?
Yeah.
They do the pumpkin donuts year round. Why don't you
Yes.
send Common Man down there then?
I brought some in last year during Pumpkin Show week.
Yeah, I know. I noticed you didn't bring him in at other parts of the year though,
because
no one's really in the mood for the pumpkin stuff
It
all
was
year.
Pumpkin Show week. It had something on it.
No, I appreciated you doing that. I'm just saying, why do you think you didn't bring in any pumpkin donuts at any other time during the year? Because you just weren't thinking about pumpkins.
All right, you know what? Next week.
Because it's a fall thing, and that's okay.
Game week, I'll bring in some pumpkin.
I don't want a
donuts.
pumpkin donut in August.
You see, I was with you.
I don't
love
want a
pumpkin things. I
don't
just
want a
don't
pumpkin
really
donut.
need it all year.
That's
That's
like
all.
saying, hey, you know what? It's 1,000 degrees outside. Can I interest you in a hot coffee? No.
Is
You bring
exactly
me a
what the man
pumpkin
is
donut.
drinking right here today.
That's because it's 12 degrees in this studio. For those
my God, he can't do anything right.
Timmy Hall and Common Man like to keep this at a room temperature that would keep ice cream very hard.
Sorry that we love Scotland and Ireland and England, okay, and the climate. Sorry we love low 60s and nice breezy
I like it when I'm
temps.
sleeping. I like
and
to
not
put a nice
95
blanket on.
degrees or 100, whatever this hell
Okay.
feels like right now.
Can we have a sidebar conversation?
All right, back to the. Hold on.
Well,
Hold on.
Whose show is this?
back to
Whose
the-
name is on the show?
Back to the attire for game days, okay? We
I
get
was going to say
sidetracked.
I dressed up for home basketball games in high school.
What'd you wear?
And in middle school. Just
What did you wear?
A shirt and tie.
There you
and
go.
dress pants.
Yeah,
Okay,
I had
so
a nice,
wait a minute.
nice
I
pants.
had a
We
nice little
took this-
basketball tie to go with it and everything.
We took this way roundabout so that you could agree with us?
But that's for basketball games, not for
What's the
football
difference?
games.
What's the
Wear-
difference? You
just
say
wear
football
the
players
jersey
are
and
such
jeans.
jocks, they don't get to
If I don't
look
hear-
nice?
Wear the jersey and then jeans.
If I don't hear this tie story about Skip Mossick
Like
in the next
bums.
minute and a half.
It looked like bums dressed like that.
It's a
Look
game
nice.
day.
Class up the joint.
Whatever.
Right?
Have you met Rhymetime? Dude shows up here half the time. They call us and they say, hey, there's a guy wandering around in the parking lot. He says he works here, and we've got to let him in.
So as I was getting a little, I guess I wasn't confused. I knew that there's another way to shorten the tie, but I wasn't able to do it in the short time that we were messing around with this last night. I guess I was just thinking that I could find my son a junior size tie, or, I mean, it's like you have kids' clothes, boys'
What?
clothes.
Well, you do have to get a tie that fits him.
Right, yeah. Like a tie that's not as long as an adult male tie, right?
You
Like
could make an
there are
adult male
different-
tie the right size.
Adult male tie.
That's what you said. I'm using your words, big guy. Those are your words.
I know. I understand. I did say that. So I'm showing him how to like do the tie knot that I had, and it just wasn't adjusting. It just wasn't adjusting the right way. It was too long, right? It looked ridiculous. I was going to have him going out looking like that. So it's either we'll get a tie that fits, or we'll come up with some other way. So I'm here at work. I'm looking at like some other like boys ties. I'm searching for these on the internet, right? And I just hear Skip. I hear him yelling, "No, Tim!" He's yelling from his office. Come here. Look at this. And I get the Skip Mossick. I mean, this guy grew up in the Catholic school system, so he knows you got to tie those ties. CB, double Windsor knot. Good old boy, good clean boy. He knew it too. So Skip gave me the whole rundown on doing the double Windsor knot tie that can actually, shorten up that length of the hang. So we could get it to a point where the tie that I got is just going to work just fine.
Now,
with the new method that I now know, I got the knowledge now. Double Windsor guy.
Tim,
practice it. It's good.
Timothy, Timbo. Mind if I call you Timmy? You can, in fact, just keep doing it over and over again until you get to the tie length you want. You could do a quadruple Windsor, and it would shorten up the tie. Whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you get
triple Windsor.
You could
quad Windsor.
The old quad Windsor. That's what they call it.
Like talking about figure skating moves now.
Yeah, I cannot comprehend the idea that this poor child who is born into you. He's stuck with you. He looks at Dad. He says, "Hey, Dad, I got to dress up for school tomorrow." And you say, "Well, son."
His voice is deeper than yours.
"Hey, Dad, I got to dress up for school tomorrow." And you say, "Hey, son, let's watch a YouTube video together.
Come on.
And let's Google young boys' ties and see if we can solve this problem together."
We've got adult male ties over here and young boys' ties. Oh, geez.
Dad, who taught you how to tie a tie? Well, I learned yesterday, son. One Skip Mossick.
I promise I will talk to you about the recent trend in sports that I was going to mention before we got onto the tie conversation after Jayson Stark. Didn't get him yesterday. We're going to talk some baseball with Jayson Stark. Jason's Beef coming up in 2 minutes. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Things are moving a little slow due to an accident that's on the left shoulder of northbound 270 on the east outer belt after Morse Road. And you're going to hit another slowdown due to a crash on northbound 270 on the west outer belt after Cemetery Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Want a man cave, playroom, or guest space in your basement? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement finishing experts. Book your free inspection today at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started. 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Talking baseball with our friend Jayson Stark on a Tuesday, not a Monday, because we are dumb and we don't know how to dial numbers. But Jayson, how was the Phillies game last night? I saw you love statistical anomalies, and you tweeted something crazy that happened in that Phils game where, what was it, 9 hits for the Phillies before all 9 even batted for their opponent? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and not only that, that had only happened one other time in a Phillies game in the modern era, and that was over 60 years ago. But not only that, it happens on a night when Logan Gilbert is pitching. And the league average against Logan Gilbert, if I'm not mistaken, was 195.
Yeah,
wild. He had twice as many strikeouts this year as hits allowed in 17 starts. Had never allowed more than 8 hits in any start, and then gave up hits to 9 of the first 14 hitters who batted. He can't ever have done that in his life. I always think pitch tipping when I'm at a game like this. There's a lot of subterfuge going on, Tim.
Yeah.
I think it went on in this game.
Yeah. Well, and you mean Turner was crazy. What, he had 5 RBIs in that game? And I saw you tweeting out about the consistency of a guy like Bryce Harper as well. And It's so funny because Bryce was just a phenom. I mean, he was getting magazine covers when he was 14 years old, and it was a lot of pressure to live up to. And it's not like we couldn't go back 5 years ago and say that he's lived up to that pressure. He certainly has. He's been a huge contract guy, and he has certainly lived up to that. I mean, 20 home runs again for the 11th straight season is impressive for a slugger like Bryce.
Yeah, I know when Bryce first came up, people were a little wary of him. there was a showman element to him that's still there. It's still there, but he has channeled it a lot better. He's a grown father of 3, about to be 4 now at age 32. And when he came to Philadelphia, he was able to hit the reset button and get all the stuff that he used to have to deal with in Washington behind him. And he's on an easy path to the Hall of Fame now. Easy, Tim. He's already got 11 20-homer seasons at age 32. How many is he going to wind up with? 15, 18? I don't know.
And how many homers? How many homers in general? He's getting 500. We know he's almost at 360 now.
I know. How about this? Last night, 888 feet worth of homers in back-to-back innings off the same reliever. Casey Legumina gave up 2 440-foot bombs to Bryce Harper in like 20 minutes. It was unreal. It's
Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark. We're talking baseball with the Hall of Fame writer. We're pleased to have him. And look, we were going to catch up with you yesterday about what a massive week it was for the Reds. You laid down a prediction with us here recently that they are a playoff team. They had a big week. They had the Phillies and the Brewers. They went 3-3. You know, that's what they needed to do. And then they started off with a big win against the Angels. And more statistical anomalies, they had 3 leadoff triples, which is an odd thing in that game. They got the job done. Right. But what's your thoughts on the week that the Reds had and getting this first win to start a new week and where they stand with you?
Yeah, I did throw this out there just kind of casually with you guys last week that I believe the Mets are not going to make the playoffs and the Reds are going to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I've got the facts on my side. I know the season started in April, but let's just pretend that it started on June 12th. You know how far ahead of the Mets the Reds would be if the season had started June 12th? How about 9 games?
Wow.
That's in a third of a season. It's 55 games. The Mets have given up 50 more runs than the Reds. 50 is a lot of runs. And they've scored fewer runs than the Reds. The Mets starting pitching in that time has about a 5 ERA with the fewest innings pitched by any rotation in the sport. The Mets have significant issues. I know Lindor's finally starting to hit, but they've gone a long time with really only Soto and Nimmo producing, and even Alonso's driven a lot of runs, but since the first month and a half of the season, he hasn't really been what I would call a force. I just think the Reds have much better pitching. I completely trust the manager, and it's just something about Terry Francona that I believe in, and I think he's going to work his magic again.
And they're solid, right? Again, like last night, everybody hit. Everybody in the lineup hit for them.
Right. We haven't seen the thump that we thought we'd see, even from Ellie. And I think that's surprising given the park that they play in. And I know they went into the deadline concerned about that and looking to add offense. And then, of course, added a defender at third base. But he's incredible. K. Brian Hayes and Ellie on the left side. How does anybody get a ball through the left side against that team? I just think if I was going to pick one team that's in playoff position that isn't going to get there, the Mets are that team, and I think the Reds are the team that's going to catch them.
Jason, the other big thing that I know you and your baseball friends have to be talking a lot about, and we talked about it yesterday, some of the ideas out there for realignment because of Commissioner Manfred's comments about how when expansion comes along, that'll be time to realign. And I saw somewhere it had the Baltimore Orioles in a completely new division with none of the old AL East teams. I didn't like it. I like getting my ass kicked by all those teams all the time. What do you think is going to happen? Is Commissioner Manfred basically telling us what the future is? It's for sure. It's going to happen. What do you say?
Well, I've written about this quite a few times, going back. I'm going to say it's at least 6 years ago, writing about expansion and what's going to go with it. And I thought even then it was a matter of when, not if. So I honestly think that again. I don't think there's any doubt this is happening. And then, what people have really latched onto is the idea of geographical realignment when they expand. And, again, I wrote about it 2019 or 2018, somewhere in there, and it's not new. The idea is not new, but the way he just dropped it in there, he set the baseball sky on fire. And it's interesting to think through how it would work. You could do it two different ways. You could do total geographic realignment. Not every team fits, but you understand what that would entail.
Yeah.
Right. When you expand, you'd have one team would almost have to be in the South to create some sort of South division. Marlins, Rays, Braves, Nashville. And then you'd have one team somewhere out west. Let's just say Salt Lake. So you'd have Mariners, Salt Lake, and Giants A's would be in that division. But you don't have to do that. There are other ways to do it and keep the American League and the National League just not quite as we know it. If you did that, you'd almost have to move Tampa Bay to the National League, pair them up with Nashville or whoever this team from the South was, and that would give you that NL South division. And then you'd move Colorado from the National League to the American League. You'd put them in one of the AL West divisions with Salt Lake or whoever the expansion team is there. And it creates what he talked about, this thing that he really wants to lean into, which is a lot less travel, theoretically. And when you get to the postseason, instead of what we have now, you would have, think what the whole NBA concept is basically a window into what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Right? It'd be you have a Western Conference or something, Western League, where they'd all play off basically in the same time zone. And then you'd have an Eastern half where they'd be playing off, again, in the Eastern time zone in the early windows. And it all sounds good. You tell me, Tim, how comfortable are you living in a world where the American League and the National League pretty much cease to exist as we've always known them?
I don't know if I would like that, and I'm okay with some realignment. I'm okay if someone's got to switch a league. Like you said, the Rays are one of the more new teams. I think they were one of the last expansion teams, right? So do something with them over some of these, famous long-standing teams. I actually want to see them feature the logos a little bit more because I love the old AL logo and the NL logo. I think they should be more prominent when they sell jerseys on Fanatics. I want that. I want that on the side of my jersey or on the side of my ball cap, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't know if that part's coming back.
I miss those logos.
Tim, you know that I am not really a traditionalist. I like change. I think that change has been good for this sport. I would just be careful if I were Rob Manfred. When to blow up 125 years of history,
right?
And not just any kind of history that has literally defined the structure of the sport.
Right.
You want to blur the lines between the National League and the American League, blur away.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to blow up those lines, and then you have a World Series that's East versus West, and not NL versus AL. Does it carry the same weight?
No.
To me, I don't think it does, because it takes a pair of clippers, and it snips that dotted line that is connected baseball of today with baseball of yesteryear. And I'm not saying this because I'm sentimental. I'm saying it because that means something in this sport.
It's what I like about you. Here's what we do. We get Rob and Bryce Harper in a room. They hash it out. They figure it out together because they love each other so much.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Right? It's not going to end. And then Nick Castellanos can be there to cool everything down, right?
Better them than me. That's all I know.
I saw it was the 5-year anniversary of his home, the clip that went viral, too. Poor Tom.
Yeah,
but not.
Go online. You'll be able to find video of that one.
Yeah. All right, Jayson, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot.
Always a pleasure, Tim. Thanks.
Always good to talk with Jayson. Don't go anywhere. Back page coming up next. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 20-minute slowdown if you need to use northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and Hudson Street. You're also going to hit slow traffic on westbound 70 on the west side between Central Avenue and Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HR-V two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
If your last garage door repair guy definitely used an old mugshot on his business cards, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Coming soon to a wallet near you. More money in more Ohioans' pockets, thanks to President Trump and Congressman Mike Carey. Congressman Carey worked with President Trump to pass the biggest tax cut for working families and senior citizens in American history. Carey's efforts secured $6,000 in tax relief for Ohio seniors, eliminated taxes on tips and overtime work, and even expanded the child tax credit to $2,200. And with the largest investment ever in border security and preventative measures in place to eliminate waste and fraud in the Medicaid program, Ohioans aren't just more prosperous thanks to Mike Carey. We're safer, too. To learn more about President Trump and Congressman Mike Carey's historic investments in American prosperity, we invite you to call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
CME wants to beat your bike or boat loan rate by 1.5% APR. Enjoy no payments for 90 days, low rates, and terms up to 84 months. Take the summer off and ride easy with CME. Terms and conditions apply. Minimum floor rate of 6.25% APR. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
The Fan is the official station of summertime. Sipping on a lemonade, the smell of fresh cut grass in the air, and Common Man playing fart noises on the radio.
Was that a fart?
Summer. The Fan, Ohio's summer destination. Get eco.
Aaron?
Yeah, Jerry?
Do you know what I like best about our plumbers?
Tell me.
No matter how difficult, no matter how messy, no matter what it takes, they just dive right in and fix it.
Get Eco.
ECO. They dive right in.
Yes, they dive right in.
We've got scuba diving plumbers.
Get Eco.
ECO.
You know they don't literally dive in, right?
Well, of course not. Not yet, anyway. The pipes are too small.
Get Eco.
ECO. They won't be able to literally dive in until I finish inventing my eco miniaturizing ray.
But until then, our plumbers will just keep on figuratively diving right in.
Yes, that would be best.
Jerry, do you know what I like best about our plumbers?
Tell me.
They're so good at their job, they make it look easy.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and better than average HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Adam King in for Common Man today. Appreciate the time, my man.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me come here and just give Reimer a hard time for 3 hours.
And Rhymetime in for Panama Ted. A little vacation time for Man and Ted.
Do you think that they're together? Like, do you think they're on a beach in, like, Cabo, both just shirts off, sunbathing in a Speedo?
Yes.
I would assume that's probably what they're doing.
Yes, I do.
And they got there with Ted's MapQuest.
Yeah.
Ted's got the... So
driving
last
through
week,
the car?
Reimer
through the water?
Reimer is not joking. He's not lying about that. Last week, Teddy actually was going somewhere out of state. I think he went to Maryland. He texted me a picture of Lido Pizza. It's been a long, long time since I've had Lido Pizza. They actually had a location in Raleigh in North Carolina. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But the picture of the box is what got me. It had a beautiful smiling cartoon bird face on it for the Baltimore Orioles. It's a good, clean bird. Yeah, and so that got me. I think he was heading through like Annapolis, Maryland, and then maybe on to one of the beaches. It wasn't Ocean City, but something down there. So what I was talking about before we had Jayson Stark on the line, I told you I was a little bit tired of a trend that we're seeing in sports. Yes. You tell me if you agree with this, Adam. And it's not to say that we can't ever do things like this. Okay. The Speedway game, for instance, the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. You know where I'm going with this. Mm-hmm. These event type of games, these experience type of games, where we're fitting round pegs into square, or I guess square pegs into round holes.
You can, in fact, fit a round peg into a square hole for those out there that would like to try.
Feels a little odd.
It's,
there's extra space.
I played that game when I was a kid where you got to put the correct blocks in the right place.
So I bring it up because Reimer slung me the story, and it was from Kentucky's athletics director, Mitch Barnhart. He is mulling basketball games at Kroger Field. So they're looking at doing that too. I feel like Iowa women's basketball had done this with Caitlin Clark. And they set attendance records.
Nebraska volleyball.
Nebraska volleyball has been going outside. I understand it if it's something like a volleyball game when you're trying to pack a punch into a sport that maybe not a lot of eyeballs are on. I understand doing that for women's basketball when you have somebody as transcendent as someone like Caitlin Clark, who has transcended the sport, not just Iowa women's basketball.
I'm waiting to roast you here and completely disagree.
You disagree. I just think we need to not overdo this. I think we're taking all of our football and trying to put it inside, and then we're trying to come up with sports that are generally played indoors and trying to figure out how to play them outdoors.
I love it. And you know one of the reasons I love it? I love chaos in scheduled events. Remember the Carrier Classic? I used to love the Carrier.
Oh, my God. I'm glad you
Carrier
brought that
Classic
up.
was amazing. But do you remember the end
Ohio State and Marquette,
Yes.
and they couldn't get the game in because the condensation.
I love it.
What are we doing?
I love
We're
chaos.
in South Carolina. What do you think's going to happen on a glossy Wood floor. Jay Burson and his guys couldn't fix that cord.
I love the idea of when somebody, like the NASCAR series, it actually looked pretty cool other than the rain. It looked like they pulled it off. Obviously, the stadium series here with the Blue Jackets was unbelievable, but I like the idea of we're going to take basketball and we're going to put it in the middle of a football field, and then like an hour before kickoff, it starts pouring down rain, and they're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do?
If Common Man were here, he'd say, I guess we should have gotten the waterproof wood.
Exactly. I love anything that interrupts a regularly scheduled event, and so I like the idea of doing it in a different place with a bunch of people because it better presents the opportunity for chaos.
I don't know, man. I think
also it's really cool.
Winter Classic, good. All right.
But they also can't play that a lot of the time because it gets too hot.
That's one that one stays. Winter Classics, one outdoors, then maybe the second outdoor game where you get a campus series type of game. But we keep trying to look at this where you don't want to take too much away from having a great game in your home building. We think too much about neutral site instead of getting a great game to be in your barn, especially if you're a place that just has a classic venue like Kentucky and Rupp Arena. I wouldn't want to give a lot of that up if I'm a diehard Kentucky basketball fan. I just wouldn't.
You know what I loved was the Buckeyes at Wrigley last year. It was so cool. Amazing. Also, unbelievably chaotic. I mean, they were so close to that end zone wall. There's so many times when you see the Yankee Stadium they couldn't even play the crew game last week because they play soccer inside of a baseball stadium. You can't do it. I love it.
If you missed any little thing on the program today, do not worry because all you got to do is go wherever you get your audio, search up Common Man and Timmy. You can see the Common Man and Timmy podcast. It is right there free of charge. You can subscribe to it. You download it. You will never miss a single thing. And it is brought to you by our good friends at Care Heating and Cooling. We do thank them. Quick back page time right here, King.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Yo.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right. A library book was returned 82 years late. The borrower's family left a note trying to explain why. Grandma won't be able to pay for it anymore, was the note.
How much is that fee?
Well, Grandma...
$5?
It doesn't exist because Grandma, it sounds like, is unable to pay for it anymore.
Well,
82 years.
I think that passes on to family.
You want the debt from the local library to carry on?
I think that debt's got to carry on to grandchildren, and then grandchildren.
And that debt at that point has to be just thousands and thousands of dollars.
What a criminal.
What? I mean, just theft. That's theft. Grandma stole a book from a library. It's not a late return. It's 82 years of theft.
You ever see the Seinfeld episode, Reimer, where you got the book cop?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bookman heads up there to Seinfeld's place to get that book back.
Oh, I was thinking of Uncle Leo.
No,
stealing the books.
Uncle Leo is a book thief.
Yes.
But they did have a book cop in one of the early episodes there you should check out. All right, Adam, thank you so much for the time, man. Really appreciate it. Buckeye Show. I'll see you Friday. Buckeye Show with Austin and Beam is coming up right here on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane and causing about a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. Expect to go slow there from 5th Avenue. And we've got a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 71 and 315. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Wet basement? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work. Just honest, expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started. 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, like, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab. Just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's the last month for the Golden Opportunity Sales Event. That means you get special APRs with 3.99% up to 60 months on their most popular models. Lease payments as low as $419 per month. Also, plenty of pre-owned L-certified vehicles are on the lot with rates as low as 5.75% for up to 27 months. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com. Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Are your leaky windows costing you money? Yes, they are. Right now, when you call my guys at Universal Windows Direct, you get payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest. Seriously, upgrade your home now and relax until next year. Call now and get a free in-home window and energy assessment. Choose the payment plan that's right for you. 614-502-5220 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Looking for bold flavors and award-winning spirits? High Bank Distillery is your destination for handcrafted cocktails, locally inspired dishes, and Whiskey War, the nationally recognized whiskey. Stop by their Grandview, Gahanna, and Westerville locations this week. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
Don't sweat it. Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your air conditioner